I think we are officially up and running for the second game of the evening. You guys can see and hear me and everything, right? I hit everything right this time. I'm not just talking I don't have you guys here like watching nothing like I did yesterday. I'm going to take a quick 10-minute break before this game starts to grab something to eat. And I will be right back. But if you're here, let me know you can actually see me and hear me. Are you guys good? Loco. It looks like I'm here. Looks like you're all here. We can hear you. Okay, thank you, Ashley. I will be right back. Okay, we're back. All right. So, first things first. Let's get the prediction out of the way. And I've got the Bears winning 35-33. So far, I've been correct on every game. Except the Jags-Bills. But every other game, Mr. Demonverse and I have been right there. So, where is Baal? Baal, for the time being, shall come out and make his presence known. And he is siding with the Los Angeles Rams of Los Angeles for some reason. So that is crazy. Shane Giggle says, I want the Bears or Rams to win it all. So Rich is running away from Sir Drake of May? Never. He is not a sir either. He has not achieved a knighthood. Not yet. Not yet. I refuse. I refuse. Big Wing says 38-21. It is snowing there. There's Caleb Williams. There's Matthew Stafford. He is no stranger to Soldier Field, but it's been a moment. The Los Angeles team going to Chicago and playing in the snow. And if Ben Johnson beats not only Matt LaFleur, but also Matt LaFleur's pal, Sean McVay, who you know wants to beat him, not just to get to the Super Bowl and whatnot, but, for personal reasons, that would be something. That would be something. Natasha Romanoff is here, the most logical Niners fan you will ever meet. As a Niners fan, come on, Bears. I think they can knock out the She Chickens. The Sea Chickens, yeah. The Bears, I think they can. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. It's okay for now. Says, I'm going Rams tonight. Yeah, I could see this game going either way. I could see the Rams coming out striking early. And I was thinking the Bears are outmatched, and then the Bears doing what the Bears do, coming back, and then just pulling off some last-minute heroics as they have with Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams, Emo Elway, as I heard him called, Emo Elway, has been Mr. Comeback thus far in his early NFL career. So this is going to be a lot of fun. Jeff Johnson is over here on Facebook. If you're on Facebook and you want your comments highlighted, head over to YouTube. The link is above. I have it pinned. And say hi. Say hi to us on YouTube. Don't be a stranger. Say hello, and I will highlight your comment. We'll make you part of the Demonverse. Maybe you'll become part of the lore, as people have, as you can see. We have champions. We have contenders. What champions are here, by the way? Sean Cantrell's here, so we're going to get Sean Cantrell's belt up. And we're going to put that in the big spot right now, since he is he has seniority right now, since Philip Quinn is not here. So, there we go. There we go. Oh, Zig Marco comes in with a 20 spot. This is Zig Marco's first ever contribution to the stream. Can we mute Chris Collinsworth? I'll pay extra for that weekly. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Guess what? You are on the throne, King Zig Marco or Queen Zig Marco. I don't know, but it's you are royalty is what matters. Thank you so much. We're gonna get your name up on the throne right now. Give me a moment and we will make that happen. Who are you a fan of, by the way? Are you a Bears fan? I'm assuming you're either a Bears fan or a Rams fan, but we will see. We'll find out. Let me know, Zig. I really appreciate it. King Zig Marco. Yes, thank you so much, Zig. I really appreciate it. You're going to see your name right there as the Lord of the Throne thus far. Appreciate it, Zig. Thank you so much. I'm going to put you on the list here. And did you tell me who you're a fan of? Wait a minute. I think I just X'd out of a bunch of stuff here that I shouldn't have. King Bears all day. All right. Zig Marco is a Bears fan. Sean Cantrell, by the way, your Demon Lord champion, is a Bears fan as well. So you are well represented in the chat, as is the what's this called? The media room bartender. Is he here? Is the media room bartender here? He is a Bears fan as well. Encaged. So you are well represented in the Demonverse with Bears fans. You got some of your brethren alongside you. Thank you so much. King Zig. All right, Bears. The game has not started yet. And here we go. Let me see what PFA is saying. I am back on the new stream. New stream. Welcome, Zig Marco, says Sean Cantrell. Yes. So this is going to be something. We are about to hit the first quarter soon. We've got they're singing. Oh, okay. And the Rockets Red Glare. Yes. Not the Pledge of Allegiance. What's it called? The National Anthem. I was saying they're singing the Pledge of Allegiance. Jeff Johnson is a Bears fan over on Facebook saying Bear down all day. All day. We got a lot of Bears fans here. And as you can see, for if you're looking at the score prediction, I got the Bears winning. And probably in comeback fashion. That's what I envision. What is the censorship? Questions need to be answered about the May injustice. Drake May has not earned Drake May has not earned knighthood yet. He has not earned knighthood yet. So you can call it political if you want. But we do not just hand out knighthood to anybody just because you get a couple of wins. No. This is a serious kingdom. Just answering PFA right now. The sectors. May will be eliminated next week by Squire Stidham. So in honor of Sir Bo of Knicks. I don't know. Squire Stidham used to be a Patriot. So the logo creator just comes in and shouts out random 1980s toys and action figures and characters. Sectors were awesome. I had a bunch of them. Do you remember Sectors? Let's give it up to Big Jim for that anthem. Yes, Zig, we will give it up to Big Jim for that anthem. And man, we have some pretty chilly conditions over there in Chicago. Looks like it's going to be a cold situation. They've got heaters. I would be standing in front of that heater all game, by the way. Couple of wins? You mean a couple of wins in the postseason? Well, he does have a couple of wins in the postseason, but I could argue that it's because of the team and not so much him. You know what I mean? Give me a second. Lucas is calling for my attention, and PFA is not here, so I got to go check on him in a moment. For a moment. I'll be right back. Sorry, that was Astro, not Lucas. And Young failed to win in a battle in the playoffs, and he gets knighted, shaking his head. And Celtic Scarecrow is a Panthers fan. So do you want me to demote Bryce Young, Sir Bryce of Young, and give his knighthood to Drake May, Squire Drake of May? I mean, that is egregious. I would question your loyalty to your team, Celtic Scarecrow. I would seriously question your loyalty. I mean, you could argue, but what's any quarterback without a solid team? That is a fair argument, but it still will not earn Sir Drake of May, Squire Drake of May, knighthood. Not yet. Unless I should put it up to a vote. But I feel if I bring in the council to vote on this, then people will, you know what? I'll be fair. I'll bring in the council and we'll see. But it's got to be over 65%. That's the rule. Okay. May be knighted. All right, there's the poll. Let's see. No Patriot will ever deserve knighthood, says Kyle. I'm testing this out with the council, and so far we're at 50-50. All right, here we go. First quarter. Putting cayenne pepper in your socks to warm you up. Oh, that sounds interesting. And here we go. Devin Duvernay on the kickoff. He's got room to run. Takes this down to about the 37. Man, I wish the Jets were a good football team. I miss rooting for my team in the playoffs, man. Oh, God. If May gets to a Super Bowl, then he should be knighted. All right. So there we go. If May gets to a Super Bowl, that's what we're going to do because Charlie Walker is a Patriots fan. So I'm going to get rid of this poll. We're taking the council out of this. There we go. So Caleb Williams is under center. Caleb Williams is the member of the council that he represents the Patriots and he has spoken. Oh, what a pass to DJ Moore. A little short pass to DJ Moore. He turned that into a big gain. First down, Chicago. This has to drive AFC's fans crazy. The Patriots are back. Yeah. Glass breaks louder than ever. I'm here to fight for the knighthood of Drake May. Why is he punished just for his team? Take it up with Charlie Walker. I had it up for a vote, and Charlie Walker said no. No, not unless he gets to a Super Bowl. So he seems to be the most reasonable voice of the council right now, as far as I'm concerned. Diplomatic, the most diplomatic, I would say, considering he is a Patriots fan. So we're going to take his. The elbow is down. Okay, we're going to take his word as gospel. Sean Cantrell says, "Bear the F down." We should limit the Knights to 16. Oh, I like that. Oh, that was a nice pass to the end zone. Rome Odunze could not come up with it. Caleb Williams is not happy about that. What happens to Stidham if he gets to the Super Bowl? Does he get a promotion? We have to see how he plays. It's not just, do you get there? I mean, how does the quarterback play? You know, because if the team wins despite the quarterback, or the quarterback just happens to be okay and doesn't give the game away, I don't know that he deserves knighthood. But the Carolina Panthers, like the reason why Bryce Young achieved knighthood is because even in a loss, he carried that team on his back and impressed me. And you know, nobody expected that team to be even close to where they were. And he was a big part of the reason why he was there. He was a big part of the reason why they were there. If May was on, let's say I need a team that people rally around the Jets, he would be king by now. Well, the Kings are the coaches. So, no, he wouldn't be the coach of the Jets. So that is a false statement. Is that a Nick Foles situation? Yeah. Oh, my God. Caleb throws a bad pick. And it's the Rams football. Man. Oh, boy. Good golf. And Caleb looks like he hurt his finger coming off the field. Slung that. Oh, man. It was intended for, was that Loveland it was intended for? Just misread that somehow. But they should have been in the end zone. Rome Odunze dropped the football. Perfectly thrown football. Terrible. First quarter, Drake May, the knight of the kingdom of keeping the ball safe, asks Ashley, your number one contender. Drake May is not a knight yet. He has not been knighted. And Charlie Walker, Patriots fan, says he should not be knighted unless he reaches the Super Bowl. So I think that's where we are with the Drake May situation. I think that's where we have to be. And I think it's only fair. So we'll see. I mean, the rules are hard. Listen, I know everybody. If it was up to me, everybody would be a knight. I would just give knighthood to everybody. But unfortunately, it can't be that way. So you're going to have to tune back in to a Patriots game. The next Patriots game. Because there will be another Patriots game. Ashley is your number one contender, by the way. There she is. If you would like to see Drake May possibly get knighted, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I think at some point he will. He just hasn't earned it yet. So, you know, take solace in that. that he might be. Well, I think he will be at some point. I think he will be at some point. How's that? But I cannot knight him based on the performance I saw today, especially since CJ got demoted. Since CJ got demoted. But me as a Panthers fan has no say in the in the knighting of Young. Caleb is knighted, yes. Caleb achieved knighthood last game. Okay. If Super Bowl admittance is the only standard, then we have to acknowledge Sir Rex of Grossman. I don't think Sir Rex of Grossman. I think that was before knights were knighted, before quarterbacks were knighted. So here we go. Rams football. Stafford is under center. Stafford is knighted. So Stafford is Lord Matthew of Stafford. He throws over the middle, and that's incomplete. The divisional bias is clouding your judgment. My judgment has never been clearer. Loco says Knights should be top 10 and King's Guard should be top 10. Oh, man. Could you imagine the arguments we would have for that? So-and-so is not top 10. Yes, he is. I think Joey G should be a level up from the Knights. A Knight of Knights, whatever it is. He's the only one who has this rank. You see? This is exactly what I'm talking about. There would be so many arguments as to who has the top title. And that would be the entire stream all the time. We need Dukes. This is Father Dismas. Puka Nacua takes us down to the 30. That's a first down. Oh, boy. Well, you know. We will see how it goes in terms of the, knighthood going forward. But as of right now, Drake May is not a knight. I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. But Arch Manning, if he's a Jet, immediately as he enters the league, week 1, he will be granted knighthood. I assure you of that. We need a Duke of Denver. If for no other reason than just to drive the Patriots fans nuts. I mean, I am the ultimate god of the realms. So, It would be fun if you did a story of the realm in the time before. The very first one I did, it's pinned on Instagram, but you could probably find it on YouTube. I did kind of go back in time with that a little bit. Jordan Whittington. But yeah, I could do more of that too. All Super Bowl winners should be King's Guard. Bo the Broken Baron. Yeah, I mean, and this I'm sure as time goes on will progress in terms of titles and whatnot. John Elway is the Duke of Denver. I love that the Patriots fans are quiet. After coming off a win, it's like I've ripped their hearts out by denying Drake May knighthood. Lord Commander Drake of May. Lord Commander is Jaden Daniels of the Cobra Commanders. It should have been the Cobra Commanders. Still, missed opportunity. Every time I hear the word commander, I think, man, they really effed that up. All right, here we go. 2nd and 4. One-legged Bo led the Broncos into battle and defeated the scourge of small villages, Josh Allen, says Loco Monkey. 2nd and 4. The giant fool of the North, Josh Allen. There's Sean Hockley. 8th season as an NFL referee. Has it in his blood? Should be Night Lord Jaden. Oh, yeah, that is a deep dive, Father Dismas. That's got all kinds of lore attached to it. Would Prescott be considered a Knight? Yes, Dak Prescott is Sir Dak of Prescott. He is. I have the image too. And I can show you. Where is he? Oh, here we go. And there is Sir Dak of Prescott. He is totally a Knight. Kyron Williams off the edge, goes nowhere. We got third down, and the bell has tolled. Charlie Walker says Stidham can't be knighted because he hasn't played in 2 years. Even if he wins next week, Knicks would have qualified. Knicks did qualify. Knicks is a knight. We did make him. He's a knight who fell in battle. 3rd and 3. And Bears brought a 4-man rush, but Stafford got the ball off to Nakua, and that's a first down. Hear me out. Instead of dragons, they ride pterodactyls. It's becoming a silly realm. They ride pterodactyls, and they all have the hats on. Josh Allen, defeater of Mason Rudolph, Mac Jones, Tua, Ty Law, and Young Bo of Knicks. And the vanished of late battle Lamar. Oh, vanished of late battle, yeah. And the Rams get about a gain of 8 on that. Josh the Jester of Allen. Dak Prescott has, if we look at the history of the Dallas Cowboys, Dak Prescott has earned it. He's earned it. You don't necessarily have to win a Super Bowl, but Dak Prescott has balled out in his history in the league. So 2nd and 3. Stafford gets the ball off. Whittington takes this down to about the 16. Prescott is a hooper. He deserves it. He just had no defense, yeah. Can Josh be demoted? No, I don't think Josh Allen deserves to be demoted. The Blue of Santa. But CJ got demoted. This was, I mean, his interceptions were terrible. Terrible. Yeah, and Tua has never been promoted. So Tua is still a Squire. And I think he's been demoted. He's a page, actually. Stafford throws this to the end zone. That was intended for Kobe Parkinson. That is incomplete. Soldier is here. What is going on? Yes, Sir Sam of Darnold. He is a knight. He is a knight. Yeah, Josh is an MVP. I do have a Sir Sam of Darnold image too. Where is he? There he is, Sir Samwise of Darnold. He is totally a knight. After a 14-win season with the Minnesota Vikings last year, he attained knighthood because that was, even though he fell in battle egregiously in the playoffs, no one expected that of him. Emily Brandt says, I'm back. It's time to curse the Bears. Well, our king of the stream, Zig Marco, is a Bears fan, and you have your highest ranking champion, Sean Cantrell, is a Bear fan. So tread lightly, Emily Brandt. Stafford fires to Kyron Williams. They are at the 4. And the bartender of the Phantom Zone is here, Soldier of Nerdism. Loco spent the trip to the Phantom Zone earlier. I sent him there, and he might have messed around with your liquor bottle, so you might want to go check on that. Sir Bo Nixalon. If Drake wins MVP, he should be knighted plus a Super Bowl appearance. So he needs MVP plus a Super Bowl appearance as far as Charlie Walker is concerned? Do other Patriots fans agree with that? Stafford has to throw this out of the end zone on 1st and goal. Man, Charlie Walker his standards for knighthood are pretty, I feel like they're harder than mine. King Orza has yet to go to the Phantom Zone. Yes, King Orza has not gone to the Phantom Zone. There's no reason to. Second and goal from the 4. And Puka's in motion. They give to Kyron Williams. And he gets into the end zone, and the Rams will strike first. Man. $14-play drive, and Sean McVay is happy. All right, 6-zip so far. Pending the extra point. Rams touchdown. Kick is up and it's good. All right, there we go. Charlie Walker says, I'll compromise. If Drake's in the Super Bowl, he should be king. The king is the coach. It's knighthood. It's knighthood. You achieve knighthood. It's like the Knights of the Round Table. He is the high ruling knight of the army. Kyron Williams, I believe, scored the touchdown. Oh, we know it's all in fun, Emily. I'm just playing around. We know it's all in fun. Look at me. I'm sitting here. I adore all the Patriots fans that come in the chat, but I hate the Patriots. The Patriots can fall on their face and never win another game again, and I will laugh and have fun and just point at their misery and say, ha, you guys are cool, but ha, 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 suck that, is what I would say. So I'm right there with you. The owner is the emperor. The owner is the emperor. The coach is the king. Charlie says whatever. You should banish me to the Phantom Zone because I have nothing but contempt for the decision maker who is clearly unjust. Well, you know, sometimes you have to deal with a little injustice in life, big wink. But listen, you know, Drake May has not earned it. Not yet. Not yet. And there is a chance if he does not win MVP, he might get demoted to Page. I mean, who knows? No, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Kaylee Gomez is here and says, hey, yes, I'm assuming she's a Bears fan. What's going on? Kaylee, good to see you. Bears defense is incredibly bad. Yeah, that was a terrible drive. Terrible drive. Sir Cam, the concussion protocol scatterable. So that's another thing is like other positions. I have so far called them, I forgot what I called them. But they're not sirs. Or maybe they should be. But I think the quarterback should be the sir. Right? So I have, I call them masters. Like Master CD of Lamb. As you can see right here. So those are the skill position players. But I don't know. Got to think about the skill because it can this can unravel really fast. It can just get all types of confusing. No, an emperor is above a king. and Emperor is a higher ranking. I don't believe any quarterback should be knighted because they are nothing without the team. Just my opinion. So Kathy is calling for no knights. Well, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. But because you are a Raiders fan, this does not bode well for Squire Fernando of Mendoza. He's lucky I like him. There is Chris Shula. He might be a head coach somewhere next year. We'll see. We'll see. Don't know if he'll be a good head coach. Kind of looks like an MMA fighter. Here is Caleb Williams. 6:19 left on the clock in the first quarter. Pitches this out to Kyle Monangai. He loses a couple. Well, Raiders haven't had a quarterback in years, so she would say that, yeah. I think some defensive players should be knighted. Maybe, or maybe we should have a different title for them. Second and 12. Caleb takes the snap, gets the ball off. Luther Burden skirts a couple of defenders. Nice moves by Luther Burden. He's about a half yard shy of the first down. Hell of a play by Luther Burden. Hell of a player. I mean, Luther Burden might be better than Roma Dunze. I mean, I don't know. Monangai gets a first down. What are the qualifications for knighthood? Be a good quarterback. There wasn't, I just kind of looked at people and were like, oh yeah, he's a knight. Oh, he's a squire. So, I mean, this is all we're kind of learning this as we go. Caleb's got some time, keeping his eyes downfield. He rolls out to his left, slings it. Oh, and that is dropped by Colston Loveland. Man, 2 drops. He hit his defender, but Caleb throws that ball like a million miles an hour. It's like getting hit with a paintball. I have a new working theory on the Jets' curse. Woody inherited his fortune from the ill-gotten gains of the Johnson & Johnson empire, who, knowing, committed acts so terrible they cannot be repeated on YouTube. But the Jets were kind of cursed with the Hess family, too. So I don't know if that works out. Because we have to explore the curse that carried over from then. Ball out and become a knight. Yeah, pretty much. Zacchaeus with a nice catch, and we got 3rd and short for the Bears. Oh, look at Soldier. Knighthood is easy. Caleb got it with 2 self-inflicted wounds and 50% misses. This is exactly the kind of language that got Jordan Love demoted in the last stream. Remember when we demoted Jordan Love in the last stream? Soldier, were you here for that? We did not demote Jordan Love. We did demote CJ Stroud, though. Requirement for knighthood is to win a playoff game with a broken freaking ankle. I don't think you have to break bones to be a knight, but that certainly helped Bo Nix. Well, we gave him knighthood before that. That just added to his legend. Big first down by DeAndre Swift. I mean, this is why I think Chicago's going to win this game. Their offense just feels more explosive than the Rams. Like, the Rams seem more buttoned up by the numbers, but it's like this Bears offense kind of reminds me of the early Chiefs offense, man. When we were just watching Mahomes do crazy stuff. Look at that. Look at that. To Colston Loveland. down to the 23-yard line. Man. Jordan of Toyota. And there was a flag on the play. Offside, so it was a free play. But, man, Caleb completed that pass. Good God. Jordan, the Pompatus of Love. First and 10 is Caleb Williams. And Kyle Monangai with a big run, just bouncing off defenders. He's inside the 10, and it's first and goal for Chicago. Wow. Wow. Who had help from the refs and Allen's turnovers? Oh, come on. You got to give... You're a Raiders fan talking bad about Bo Nix. I mean, come on. Come on. Rowdy comes in with a rowdy bomb. Says, go Rams. He is your hardcore champion. And he is the new king of the stream. All hail Lord Rowdy. Thank you so much. Let's get your title up on stream. On screen. Why do I always say on stream? I can't speak sometimes. Gonna get it right under your Rams logo there. Look at that. And we've got second and goal from about the 8. Caleb gives the ball to Monangai, who goes forward and gets a few yards. We got third and goal from the 3 coming up. I have a feeling this is 4-down territory for Chicago. They are not, they're not playing. They're not playing games. And here we go, third and goal. And there is Rowdy, your new lord of the stream, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to update his total on screen. There we go. That is updated everywhere it needs to be. Rowdy's accolades are represented accurately. Thank you so much, Rowdy. Lord Rowdy of Eggplant. Eggplaid, sorry. I don't know why I always throw an N in your name. It annoys me, so I could imagine it must annoy you. All right, here we go. Third and goal from about the 3. They give it to Kyle Monangai again, and he gets stymied at the line of scrimmage. What does Chicago do right here? I think they're going to go for this. Anything is 4-down territory for the Bears. Did you watch that game against Green Bay? Yeah, it is. It is because, you know, he's got that. Maybe it wasn't so much Dan Campbell. Maybe it was him. Maybe it was him. Kyron Williams, 4-yard run. So Rowdy of Eggpla. Is it Eggplas or Plaz? All right. YouTube's being pest with the live chat right now, so I have to reset that screen so I can see what's going on. And Zig Marco comes in and reclaims the throne. The Bears fan takes it from the Rams fan. And Zig Marco is back on the throne. Thank you so much, Zig Marco. Gonna get that up on screen right now. So yeah, I think he says Bears pushing big and hard. Giggity. I see what you did there. A little Family Guy reference. Thank you, Zig Marco. Lord Zig of Marco is now your new king of the stream, ladies and gentlemen. All hail Lord Zig of Marco. There we go. And so it is. All right. So what are we going to see happen here? Yeah, man, Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson. Oh, what are you going to do? He's definitely going to go for this. Definitely going to go for this. Come on, Bears. Time for out with the old of that guy from Kansas City. Crybaby Josh. And the chronically injured, oh my God, Loco is just throwing strays at Joe Burrow. I mean, what is going on? Why would you attack Joe Burrow? Oh, look, Ashley says boo. Look at that, yeah. I mean, poor Joe Burrow. I mean, all that guy's trying to do is survive behind that line. Brian Duesenberry, Horror King is here. Matt Beckel is Lord Horror. Horror King is here. What is going on? Brian Duesenberry, Detroit Lions fan, by the way, for those who don't know. I'm sure he is not rooting for the Bears right now. But you never know. And here we go. Caleb on 4th and goal, working at the shotgun. Oh, man, he had... Oh, back of the end zone to DJ Moore, and that's a touchdown. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. We're going to have a back and forth game, ladies and gentlemen. This Bear team is, they just get better and better. They just get better and better. Good God. Brian Duesenberry says, go Rams twice. Joe got to the Super Bowl. Yes, he did. True. But all he does is he's trying to survive. Maybe Dan Campbell was Ben Johnson all along. That's what I'm thinking, Sean. That's what I'm thinking. Dan Campbell rips off his mask and it's Ben Johnson underneath. And that is a kick and it's up and it's good and the game is tied. Oh, man, this Bears team is exciting. Exciting. Zig Marco says, suck it. Lord Zig of Marco invites you all to, as you can see on screen, well, not you all. I guess only Rams fans. I guess, or the Rams. Not Rams fans, but Rams, the team. Nice throw by Caleb there, says Flowers of Algorithm. Yes. Celtic Scarecrow says, I'm pulling for my dad's team. Go Rams. Thinking this game is going to be great, says Ashley. Yeah, I think it's going to be great. Very exciting so far. I hope the AFC North returns to its former 2000 glory with an at least competent Ohio football team. I want hatred, says King Orza. That's always good for the NFL when you have... That's why I want the Jets to be good again, man. If we can rekindle that Jets-Patriots rivalry that we used to have, those games were so much fun. Those games were so much fun. All right, here we go. Dan and Nick, most coordinated dependent coaches in the league. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I think Dan is a good culture builder. I don't think Nick is. But yeah, he is pretty coordinator dependent. But I think he's a better coach than Nick Sirianni. Give me Dan Campbell over Nick Sirianni every day of the week. Give me Dan Campbell over some other coaches in the league too, actually. Like as a guy who's coordinator dependent, I don't hate him as a head coach. So we've got a dusting of snow on the field, 7-7. We're in the second quarter already. Wow. That was fast. Let's get second quarter up there. And here we go. Okay. No, Zig, we know, man. It's all, listen, it's all fun here. We all have a good time. Don't even worry about it. Enjoy. I mean, let me tell you, if this was the Jets right now, you would probably all hate me. You would be like, he's so effing arrogant. What the hell? I would be like, you all wish this was your team right now. Kneel before me. That's the way it's going to be. I'm sorry. I'm going to go total Dr. Doom when that happens. So I'm just warning you now. I'm not going to be, well, I mean, the people of Latveria love Dr. Doom. So it's going to be kind of one of those situations. You're going to hate how much you love me. Have to get back to work. Love you all. Horror King out. Take care, Horror King. Thank you for stopping by. Vrabel over Campbell by a mile, yeah. 2nd and 10. Mumfield with the catch. Got a 3rd down and about 3 coming up. All right. Here we go. 14:23 left in the second quarter. Matthew Stafford working out of the shotgun. Need a big Bear stop here. Gets rid of the ball, and that's incomplete. Wow. 4th and 4. And Stafford marches off the field. And the Bears are going to get the ball back. Fix the score. Oh, sorry. I had it fixed on my screen. I forgot to click it. Sorry. Oh, he's like 3 days into John Harbaugh, and he's talking smack about the Jets already. Remy, I do not like this side of you, I gotta say. I mean, it is, I don't know. You used to be more humble than this, but thank God PFD is a Jets fan. Won't ever have to worry about them playing this late in the season anytime soon. F it, go Bears. I like their brand of football. Wow. Loco is the biggest Bear fan anyone's ever seen. Can you believe it? Wow. Can't wait for arrogant PFD. That's going to be fun. I'm telling you. I've done it before. It's never been live. It's never been live on stream or anything like that, but it's been around. It's out there. People have witnessed it. There are stories. Go to a pub somewhere and just sit in the darkest corner, and you might hear rumblings of what it was like when the Jets were good and how PFD reacted to that. Before he was known to the masses as PFD, he was simply Richard back then. Rich, actually. Here's Ashley with a 10er. Says second quarter. Please show your prediction again. I didn't see what you showed before. 35-33 Bears. I have 35-33 Bears. Thank you very much, Ashley. She is your number one contender, ladies and gentlemen. A many-time lady of the stream, by the way. And let's get that updated where it needs to be updated. Get all of her accolades on screen for the world to see. PFA's here. Hold on. Oh, hello. I won't be able to hear you, so I'm just going to wave. I can say it, actually. Like, I don't have to mouth. I'm here mouthing it like an idiot. Hi, PFA. Like the words are still the same, whether I say them or just mouth them. But she can't hear me. She's saying hi. Ashley is at 1897 as your number one contender. Thank you very much, Ashley. But he's saying, hey, PFA. And Kathy says, hello, Vanessa. Because you're my cousin, you get away with that. Melissa Klein says, hey, PFA. Ashley says, PFA. What did I do? I dropped my phone. Oh, Cheryl says hi, too. Hi, Cheryl. Hi. We'll say hi to Cheryl. Look at that. Oh, Remy, you dropped your phone and it just typed something nasty about the Jets. Oh, I get that. Okay. You're forgiven. I hate when that happens. I do that a lot. And like I look at my phone and it says F the Patriots, but the F word is spelled out in big capital letters. I don't know how it happens. All right. All right. Trying to get the Impaler back. PFD acting like I never told him for the entirety of Urlacher's career that I would pull for the Bears. You did. But in recent history, which is what we look at, oh, that ball was right there. Caleb's putting the ball right there, and Colston Loveland dropped that. The lady of the white felt. But Loco, you came at me for saying the Bears were good and for saying Caleb's gotten better all season. So, and everybody here knows it. Everybody here knows it. So do not. But you were. It's well known that you're an Urlacher fan and you supported the Bears back then. But recently, you did not support the Bears and you said Caleb was nonsense, basically. Not in those exact words. And then came at me and mocked me for going against you on that. And now you're trying to like cozy up next to me and be like, no, we've always been on the same page. Remember like 20 years ago when I said Urlacher was good? I mean, that proves it. No. I'll take a phantom zoning for hiding the Impaler by mistake. No, phantom zonings are not needed right now. You're fine. You're fine. It was the Caleb Glaze. Lady Ashley of Atchison. Am I saying your name right? Atchison. That's right. Lady Ashley of Atchison. But right now we have Lord Zig of Marco is the Lord of the Stream. Lady Ashley of Atchison. That's why I haven't said your name. I hate when I butcher people's names. Your name is easy enough to say, though. Lady Ashley of Atchison, your number one contender, has been a Lady of the Stream many, many times. The villagers are very, very, very familiar with her brand of lordship, we'll call it. Josh Allen is also a running back used as a quarterback. There's Shane Giggles. Look at him. Shane Giggles, a Steelers fan. Who do you want as head coach? Did we talk about this already, Shane Giggles? I want to know who you want the Steelers. Who are you pulling for? Who are you? If you wake up tomorrow and see this man's name as the head coach. Tomlin's available. Oh, no, wait. Forgot. But who would you want? Who is number one on your list? There's no N except at the end. Okay, so Atchison. Okay, Atchison. I think I was reading what Sean wrote, so I'm going to blame Sean right now for me mispronouncing it. Did he spell it incorrectly? I don't know. Okay. Rams OC. Oh, you want Mike LaFleur. You can't have him. Damn it, Shane Giggles. Stop that. No. You can't have Mike LaFleur. He's ours next year. Stop it. Get away. Don't even look at him. Just go that way. Just call her double A. Oh, I like that. That's, they used to call Arn Anderson that. Josh Allen is a fullback playing quarterback. Everyone spells it incorrectly. You know how many people say my name wrong too, by the way? How many times I've gotten Jodeci? Jodis. I've gotten some pretty weird versions of it too. It's just Joe Dice. That's it. Joe Dice. That's it. No one gets anyone from the Rands except these ass whoopings, says Rowdy. No, I completely threw Sean under the bus. I'm like, no, it was Sean. Sean misspelled your name. I just read it. Blame him. Blame Sean. I'm sorry, Sean. I'm sorry. I'm getting all like hyped up just imagining the Jets being in a game like this and what I would be like in that scenario. And I'm becoming, that person right now. I apologize. That's on call. I should have never done that to you, Sean. I'm so sorry. I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight now. King Ors is dying for phantom zoning. But he's not going to get it because he's trying too hard. He's trying too hard for the phantom zoning. There are certain ways you can get phantom zoned. But you have to be, it's got to be done a certain way. Has Allen ever made a championship game? Did he? I think he did once. This ball gets batted away. Joe Dassi. No, it is not. All right. Oh, that would have been a fumble. Oh, no, his hand was coming forward, I guess. 3rd and 11. And Stafford is back to pass, gets the ball. Oh, that was almost picked off, but it was caught by Ferguson. I like Ferguson. I think he's going to be a hell of a player. Josh Allen equals Phillip Rivers. Without the personality, though. Phillip Rivers has an incredible personality. Josh Allen is kind of like a wet blanket, especially when he cries. Here we go. 1st and 10. Matthew Stafford at the Rams 42. He's back to pass. And he gets sacked by Jim McMahon. No, who's this? Number 9? Brisker. Oh, that's right. That is Brisker. And we have a new queen of the stream, Lady Melissa of Klein, representing the Cleveland Browns, or Browns of Cleveland as we call them. I want to be Marquis of the Hellmouth just once. Well, you are, my lady. There you are. We will put you right at the top of the stream. She was also your number 2 contender, so we're going to get all of her accolades up on screen momentarily. This Bears team is fun to watch. They really are. They give me hope because I'm just like, I mean, they were a laughing stock not long ago. And here they are. And Melissa Klein, keep your eye right here. And everyone keep your eye right there. Stafford throws deep, and that was almost picked off by Brisker. Man. And your new lady of the stream is Melissa Klein. Lady Melissa of Klein, as she is known throughout the realm. Thank you so much, Melissa. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to get your other accolades on screen as the number 2 contender. There's the punt. And Duvernay takes over at the 17, or catches the ball at the 17, rather. The Bears will take over at the 17. And there we go. There's Melissa Klein, your number 2 contender, representing the Browns of Cleveland, as they are known, who happened to play on a hellmouth. So, yeah. And they refuse to leave the hellmouth. So, I mean, it's really on them what happens. All right. Here we go. Does Cleveland lend their hellmouth to Buffalo in January since they don't need it? Discuss. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not even on screen. I was on screen. Does Cleveland lend their hellmouth to Buffalo in January? Discuss. I don't know that you could lend a hellmouth. It's like they don't have ownership of the hellmouth. The hellmouth, there was talk of the hellmouth spreading, but there are other hellmouths. There's not only one. So there might be one in Buffalo. And we're going to have to explore this. I thought Buffalo was cursed, as I did in a video as we talked about this. I thought the Buffalo Bills might be cursed by the Wendigo because of the history of Buffalo Bill. But that might not be the case. There could be a hellmouth there. We might have to go back into that and check it out. But right now, the video I'm working on is the Kansas City Chiefs one. There's a lot to talk about with the Kansas City Chiefs, so keep an eye out for that. We'll be lending the hellmouth to New England next week. They were a laughing stock up until week 2. Yeah, I mean, you know, it was the same story with the Chicago Bears. No, Caleb, don't go to the Bears. They ruin quarterbacks. Really? Did they ruin Justin Fields, or was Justin Fields just not ever good? Maybe they just drafted bad quarterbacks and not ruined them. Can we stop with this whole ruining a quarterback thing? I think a good quarterback is going to overcome, and if he is in a bad situation and he moves on from that situation, he will prove that he is actually a good quarterback. I don't know that you can ruin a quarterback. Again, was Josh Rosen ruined? You know, like, come on. Thank you for your service, Melissa, says Father Dismas. But, you know, we had that whole thing. It was they can't hire a coach. They're just this, they're that, and they're bad ownership. And that's the same thing we hear with the Jets. No one's saying that anymore. Nobody's saying that anymore. Please like the stream, folks, says Ashley. Yes, like the stream. We only got 15 likes. Come on, hit that like button, everybody, right now. There goes DeAndre Swift with a gain of a few. 8:48 left in the second quarter. They ruined field goals. Nagy was the worst coach for it. Nagy was a bad coach too. Nagy wasn't a good head coach. But I mean, you know, maybe Nagy just didn't have a good quarterback. We might see Nagy with Cam Ward. You know, maybe we'll see. Maybe Nagy is actually a pretty good coach who was in a bad situation. That happens too. Eberflus was not a good coach. And he's not even a good coordinator. So, that we know for sure. To be fair, Chicago did no quarterbacks any favors for years, says Zig. No, but still, the quarterbacks weren't very good. It's just like what I say with the Jets. Like, they didn't do Sam Darnold any favors. Like, that one, you want to tell me, well, they almost ruined Sam Darnold or whatever. They couldn't develop him. I'll give you that. I'll say, okay, they didn't do a good job of developing Sam Darnold, but not for lack of trying. They just didn't hit on the linemen, and they had an offensive guy there who they thought was an offensive guru and was not. And Adam Gase. So, yeah, they tried to do it, but they just failed that time. Doesn't mean they're always going to fail or they can't, or they're just not capable of doing it, though. That's what I take umbrage with. Is like, oh, no, this has happened in the past, so it will always be this way. And it's like, no, it won't. We've watched the NFL for ages, where teams were bad, and then all of a sudden they weren't bad anymore, and then you don't hear about ownership. When the Jets were good, when they were going to AFC Championship games, we still had the same ownership. Were people saying they had bad ownership then? No. But then they are bad for a long time. And again, Woody had to give he had to hand over the reins to Chris Johnson, and that's when it really went off the rails. Because he's the one that brought in Adam Gase, and then he's the one that brought in Saleh and Douglas. So before that, we had Todd Bowles, who wasn't good, but started out good. Started out with a 10-win season. Monangai with a big gain takes it down to the Rams 40. Gase was Darnold. What about Wilson? Wilson's not a good quarterback. Nobody was saving Zach Wilson. This wasn't, Zach Wilson's faults are on the Jets. Zach Wilson is not a good quarterback. So that was not the Jets' fault. Zach Wilson was on a good team. A team that Mike White was putting up 400 yards with. That was a good team. Josh Johnson put up 400 yards with that team. Zach Wilson is on a Dolphins team, by the way, who decided to go to Quinn Ewers instead of him when they pulled Tua. So what does that tell you? And that's Mike McDaniel, an offensive guy. So that wasn't the Jets do not take. We do not take any blame for Zach Wilson. The only blame we take is for drafting him. Look at Carolina last season. People hate Tepper. Yeah. And they're getting better. You know what I mean? Swift goes up the middle for another first down. Definitely not good quarterbacks, but they didn't make them any better. Dog crap O-lines, coordinators. Can only call traps and screens. It was awful. Yeah, no, they I can't speak to the Bears like I can speak to the Jets with like the same certainty. I mean, because, it's always different when you're a fan and you're watching every single thing. So like from the Bears, I viewed it topically, and I always, what I saw was a team that either didn't have a good quarterback, didn't have a good coach, or couldn't get either of them at the same time. So, yeah, you could also be in a situation, like I said, with the Jets. The Jets had a good team, but Zach Wilson was a bad quarterback. So if we had a quarterback that could play, that might have saved Joe Douglas and Robert Saleh's job. I mean, they kept drafting offensive linemen to try to piece together an offensive line. I mean, just like every draft, it was like offensive linemen. They did everything they could. It just were not a good well-coached team, and the quarterback was no good. So, it happens. It happens. It's hard to know who is going to be a good coordinator, who's going to be a good head coach. It's hard when you draft offensive linemen. This guy looked great in college. He's massive. And he comes to the NFL, he's hurt all the time, and it turns out he's slower than you thought he was. We have a bunch of Bengals fans. Here, King Orza. Samuel Miller, we got Ashley, we got Bengals Destroyer that comes in sometimes. We got a bunch of Bengals fans. Here we go, 4th and 1. They are going for it. Monungai's going to get stopped. Wow. I think Chicago should have taken the points there. That was questionable. At some point, you got to try to take the points, man. You can be up 10-7 right now. I don't like that. Darth Walker, right. Darth Walker's a Bengals fan too. There are a lot of Bengals fans lurking around, so be careful. Be careful. Guess what? I want all that smoke. But yeah, so Zig, back to what you were saying here. I look at the Bears and it gives me hope, because as bad as it was, you can hire the right guys, you can draft the right guys, and sometimes you do it at the same time, and it's wonderful. But I don't think it means, like, I think Dallas has bad ownership because Jerry refuses to let somebody come in, and refuses to let a general manager come in and run things. He wants to do everything himself. He has his hands in everything. I don't think that's good ownership. cost them Jimmy Johnson. You know what I mean? But, I don't see your owner the same way. I don't see our owner the same way. I don't see David Tepper the same way. Bad clip. Yeah, that was terrible. That was terrible. What's up, Spry Joe? Good to see you. 6 points left off the board. Yeah, that is frustrating. That's frustrating. Oh, man. So let's see what the Bears fan base is saying on Bleacher Report, because I'm always curious to see this in situations like that, to get a feel for what is being said. Passing up on 2 field goals in a game that isn't a track meet. Someone needs to take Ben under their arm and tell him politely to get his head out of his... Yeah, people have 6 points left on the field. Yeah, people are mad. Ben's short yardage play calling is off. Every call is run up the middle. Take the points, you POS. People are mad at him. Now I know how Lions fans feel. This is infuriating. Yeah, you got to take, especially when you can take the lead, and then put the pressure on them. You know what I mean? Yeah, even Cowboys fans admit Jerry's a dumbass. Yeah, and this isn't just on protecting Woody Johnson. I'm not saying Woody Johnson's a great owner. I'm not saying he does everything perfectly, but people make it sound like they say things that just aren't true. And I'm not going to follow that narrative. They say things that just aren't true. Woody meddles. No, he doesn't. He's impulsive. No, he's not. He gave Joe Douglas 5 years. What is impulsive about that? He gave Robert Saleh 3.5 years. What's impulsive about that? He's given Aaron Glenn a second year. He gave Adam Gase a second year. Like, there's nothing impulsive about him. The only time he meddled was, and we were happy that he meddled, was in the Aaron Rodgers thing because, oh man, that was almost picked off. Because, Joe Douglas checked out. 3rd and 10 coming up for the Rams. I don't hate going for it there, just hate the call. I think in certain situations, though, like, you do have to take the points. I don't like going for it there. The call wasn't good, but I think they should have taken the points there. If LA loses, there's Green Bay call for the other LaFleur if we can't get McDaniel. I don't think the other LaFleur is going to leave Green Bay if for anything other than a head coaching job. There'd be no reason for him to. First and 10 for the Rams. Run up the middle 4, no gain. I think the Jets owner lets his people do their job or pretends like he's more involved than he is. Yeah, he definitely lets people do their job. I don't know if he pretends that he's more involved. I don't think he looks for any type of... He's not sitting there trying to pretend that he has done anything. You know what I mean? He doesn't pretend he put the roster together. When they, with the Aaron Rodgers situation, yeah, he got on a plane. He wanted to go talk to Aaron Rodgers because he looked at the roster and said, this is a good roster. We should be winning. And quarterback play, and he was being honest. Quarterback play is what's holding us back. So let's go get a guy who's going to be available and give them what they want for him. And we'll pay him whatever. And I Jet fans didn't disagree. We were all happy. We were like, yes, we're getting Aaron Rodgers. Good God. I mean, these are the same people, by the way, Jets fans, who were, Stafford is going to get sacked. Wow, that's a big loss. This is the same people when we saw Zach Wilson couldn't play. We were naming every quarterback under the sun. Go get this guy. Drag this guy out of retirement. People were saying Tom Brady. Could we get Tom Brady to come here? Who was that quarterback for Carson Wentz? They were like, let's get Carson Wentz. So when we heard Aaron Rodgers, we were all like, oh, yes, please, God. There is the punt. Sig Marcos a sack again. Yes. On paper, the Rodgers move for the Jets looked like a no-brainer. Yeah. Yeah, and Woody helped spearhead that. He doesn't make roster decisions. He doesn't do that. He helps spearhead that. You think if Woody was involved, he would let these guys trade Quinnen Williams and Sauce Gardner? Everybody's like, oh, you know, I mean, like, those are your two best defensive players. Those are jersey sales. And you're just like, yeah, get rid of them. Like, he's letting them do what they want. He keeps talking about, I see the vision. I see what, you know, I'm going to let them carry out their vision. That's all he keeps saying. People are like, oh, he's a terrible owner. Woody's a meddler. And it's like, it drives me crazy because it's like, no, he's not. But yeah, everybody was on board with Rodgers. And, you know, you had people saying the Jets were going to be Super Bowl caliber. Let me just check something with the dogs. But yeah, everybody was saying they were going to be Super Bowl caliber. And Joe Douglas had checked out. So when Woody brought in Devontae Adams, you know, people were like, oh, it's too little too late. But he was dealing with a general manager who had checked out. So then he had to step in and go try to make that Devontae Adams move. And we know Joe Douglas stepped out because the Jets were in desperate need of a kicker. And they found one who had a good game. And then Joe Douglas forgot to sign him from the practice squad for the following week. And the Chiefs plucked him from us. And it's like, at that point, the writing was on the wall. It was like, Joe Douglas is doing nothing. And then he has an interview with press, and he just looks like, you know, he was all spaced out. And it was, you know, at that point, Woody had enough of him. It was like, now you're not even signing kickers, man. Just get out of here. Both games today have been really rough weather conditions. Yeah. Yeah, I like January playoff football like this. There's the statue of Walter Payton outside Soldier Field. Rams Man of the Year was Kyron Williams. Bears Man of the Year was DJ Moore. Very nice. Here we go. 1st and 10 for Chicago. 2:54 left in the half. Caleb gets the ball off. What a pass. What a catch by Luther. Oh, it's Rome Odunze that time. Sorry. Nice catch by Rome. If you think you're getting Green Bay Rodgers, that is a no-brainer. The owner needs to protect his investment to a point. Yeah, and, you know, again, the narrative was, and with fans, me included, was all we need is a quarterback. Like virtually any quarterback. We were saying Gardner Minshew. I mean, like, you know, we were like, what is Joe Douglas thinking not having a veteran presence backing up Aaron Rodgers? Like, what are they doing? What are they thinking with this roster? It was such a head scratcher. When Rodgers goes down, it's like, now we go to Zach and roll him out for like weeks when we know he can't play. It was so bizarre. The thinking was, yeah, well, we'll try to protect that investment because we burned the 2nd-round pick on him because it didn't look good for Joe Douglas. The Mekhi Becton thing didn't work out. Then, you know, AVT is always hurt. Then you have Zach Wilson who can't play. So he wanted to protect his investment, and the thinking was, well, we'll have Zach sit behind Rodgers for a few years and then see if that does anything. But he should have had him demoted him to 3rd string. And they didn't. And it was like, so when Rodgers went down, but you know, it was a no-brainer. It was, okay, we're getting, even if you were getting 60% of what Rodgers was with Green Bay, it was a massive upgrade. A massive upgrade. Anyone but Zach Wilson. Yeah. Seriously. Uh, Zig says, is there anything wrong with the super chats? There shouldn't be. There shouldn't be. You might have to refresh it. Sometimes people say you have to refresh. Bear down, says Red X Power. Yes. Jets fan extraordinaire, former Demonverse champion back when we called it the Multiversal Championship. Yes, he's been in some heated battles. He is a very well decorated and scarred warrior. Good to see you, Red X Power. That damn turf, says Soldier. Yeah, I mean, you know, that was the turf was a big problem. I don't know if it was the turf that took Rodgers out, or if it was just the way his body moved on that hit. I mean, remember in the preseason he was complaining about there were all these calf issues with him, and when you start having calf issues, the Achilles is typically the next thing that goes. So it wasn't really a surprise. So that's why I don't blame them. I'm not like, oh, it was the turf, because he had calf issues, calf strain, all throughout the preseason since he got there. It was just, you know, he was there for the second he took the field, it was like calf issue at the training facility. And then all of a sudden that turned into Achilles, which isn't surprising. But I mean, you know, you hope it's not going to happen. And that's what they were talking about Sauce Gardner this year. All of a sudden he starts having calf issues, and they were just like, oh man, is this an Achilles? It could lead to an Achilles. Bengals are installing that same New York turf in our stadium. It's in a bunch of stadiums, the same turf. Caleb gets the ball to Colston Loveland. He can't bring it in. Got 4th and 4 now. I've also held the 3rd-tier title a total of 12 times when we called it the TV title. That's right. That is right. It's still called the TV title, by the way, but Rowdy prefers when he holds it to be called the hardcore title. So that's why I call him the hardcore champion. Did you see in the chat, Father Dismiss called you the Lady of the Felt? And the Bears. All right. Ben DiNucci versus Caleb Williams in the Super Bowl is about to go crazy. Bears actually kicked a field goal. I have to just grab something really quick. I'll be back in 2 minutes. All right. Quick Dad's gone. Put something in his drink and change the channel. I got it. Lord Chair thinks Squire Drake of May needs to be knighted. Well, I mean, he's, you know, I don't listen to anything Lord Chair says. I gotta be honest with you. I tell you guys to beware when it comes to him. Oh, look, there's the Super Bowl logo. There were 17 colors in it, and people say, oh, whatever colors the Super Bowl logo is, that means those are the teams that are going to be in the Super Bowl. Well, I mean, there's like a light blue, and if the Bears get to the Super Bowl, does that mean because they're navy that's technically blue? There was the Bills, Leonard Floyd that took out Rodgers. Bills with 4 L's, yes. We should add an L for every playoff loss they have. Big Turf says surface safe. The turf. The one thing that scares me a little bit, Woody's not a football guy, and he knows that. The Tomlin thing does scare me a little bit because Tomlin's a guy that I fear is going, if he makes himself available and the Jets are like, yeah, we need a coach. I like the idea of bringing Tomlin in. I don't like the idea of giving him power, like full power, where now Darren Muji is just neutered, and that would concern me. But there, you know, that it would be with the Giants, it's justified because I don't think Shane's good. So yeah, okay, give Harbaugh power, but with Muji, it wouldn't be justified. Unless he blows this draft and all of a sudden starts doing stupid things. But I mean, there's no evidence to suggest he would do that. Nice catch by Tyler Higbee. And the Rams have 2 timeouts left. There's 37 seconds left, and they just crossed the 50. Lord Chair said, well, you might have trouble monetizing this channel for a bit because of what Lord Chair said. I have to turn the mic off when I walk away. Now the Jets will be 9-8 each season forever. Matt West, you signing up for that? 9-8? I mean, I would sign up for a 9-8 playoff run. Yes, Bears win. Give us your OC, Rams. Mike LaFleur stays put until we call upon his services. I gotta email Woody. I gotta email Muji. I gotta email all these guys and be like, no, we need Mike LaFleur. Kyron Williams gets about a gain of 4. Sean McVay's got the bubble vest on. I like it. Playoff run, unlikely. You're tripping and dying at the sound of the gun, the wild card. Well, I mean, we trip and die in October right now. So I would rather that than falling on your face in October every year. Jets are trading for Tomlin and giving us a first and a third. That's the other thing, is I don't know that they'll give up draft capital for him. I don't know. Again, I don't think Woody is impulsive. I don't think he would come in and say, no, I'm gonna do this. I think he is gonna keep his word and say, all right, we'll let the vision play out. And if they do change a coach, I don't know if they'll give up draft capital. There's a flag down. We're going to call it delay a game. Flag was dropped right around the 30-yard line. The St. Williams was down, and the Bears defender wasn't going to let him get up. Unnecessary roughness on the defense. And the clock will start on the snap. on the... Oh, that's kind of a nonsense call. It was after the play, so I guess, okay. To me, that's what it looked like to me, that he just ran into him. I don't think it looked like he was trying to intentionally knock him down. But, okay. 18 seconds left. Here is Stafford working out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's back to pass. Throws to the end zone over the head of Devontae Adams. Zig Marco comes in with a tenor and says, Bears fans need to remember, we were begging for a 500 season. This is all bonus and a dream. Yeah. I mean, that's where you are. When you're a bad team, you beg for these types of seasons. And Zig Marco is your Lord of the Stream once again. Lord Zig of Marco, Bears fan. We're going to get his name up on screen where it should belong, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, Zig. He sits atop the throne. Stafford to the end zone. That is overthrown. Nine seconds left. 3rd and 10. They got time for one more play. Keep your eyes on the prize. And you will see the lordship change. There it is. Zig Marco, thank you very much. The Lord of the Stream, ladies and gentlemen. My liege. I appreciate it. I saw Mike LaFleur's name. I want everybody to stop mentioning Mike LaFleur, please. Does Mike LaFleur make the play or call the plays, or Sean McVay? I think Sean McVay does. But because I have experience with him as the offensive coordinator, I saw he ran a very QB-friendly system. And that's why that's one of the reasons why I know Zach Wilson's not good. Because you plug Mike White in there, Mike White was electric. Plug Josh Johnson in there, he was electric. And I was like, yeah, Mike LaFleur is the real deal. But, to save their jobs, Joe Douglas and stupid Robert Saleh decided, no, let's get Nathaniel Hackett. This kick is up and it's good. And yeah, sure, that was to try to lure Rodgers there. So maybe they were doing that because maybe Woody said to them, listen, get Rodgers here, do whatever you have to do. And then they said, well, if we get Nat Hackett here, that'll save us. And we are at half face. The thicker kicker puts it through. We got a 10-10 game going into halftime, or as we call it here, half face. So that's why I love Mike LaFleur. I'm like, all right, this guy, you bring in a rookie quarterback, as we will be doing next season. I'm like, that's the guy you want there. That's the guy you want there. He can develop him. And then he'll be there, for a very long time, you would think, assuming that the team performs well and he's a good head coach. But that's the situation I would like them to be in. Playing with house money, yeah. This is incredible for Bears fans. It would be crazy. Patriots-Bears Super Bowl again. That would be nuts. I think that would be an exciting game. But I mean, the Seahawks are rough. They're tough, but I give the Bears a better shot against the Seahawks than I do the Rams. I know the Rams beat them this year, but they were like right. The Seahawks had them right where they wanted them, even though they turned the ball over a bunch of times. And the Seahawks were still in position to win that game. So, half-face, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Every time I hear half-face, my fight or flight reflexes go off. I used to be in JROTC in high school, and every time someone calls a half direction here, face. It means we're doing push-ups. Well, drop down and give me 50, Rowdy. Let's go. Come on. Bats pairs would be amazing, but Seattle scares me. Yeah, Seattle is a well-oiled machine. They would scare me. But I think you guys could beat them. I can at least attest to the Sea Chickens being the real deal. They are good. They are good. Seahawks have a defense, the Bears don't. Yeah. They do, but Caleb extends plays, and they are loaded with playmakers. That's where, and their offensive line is good. I know left tackle's hurt, but their offensive line looks like it's overcome that injury. So that's the thing, you know. I mean, it's, I don't want to be the guy to compare everything to Mahomes, but Caleb can extend plays like that, and he makes plays. And again, he's loaded with playmakers, which helps. So it's going to be tough to get to him. You can keep the play extended, and guys get open, and that's where they're dangerous. But the Seahawks also have JSN, and he is a friggin' beast, man. He is a beast. Seahawks are a mythical creature, says Celtic Scarecrow. Every half face from now on in, everyone in the chat has to give up 10 push-ups. That's it? Only 10? That's kind. Comparing everything to Mahomes is Chris Collinsworth's job. I know, I'm trying to take it. I mean, you know, but it is. Like, that's what we would see with Mahomes. You would see him extend these plays, and you'd be like, good God. And he didn't have a lot of playmakers on his team when he won that last Super Bowl, but he still extended plays. And Caleb has playmakers. So Ashley with a 20 spot says, half face, I would ask what you thought the Bengals need to focus on in the offseason, but they haven't changed anything except losing Hendrickson. And they are objectively terrible at the draft. Hope Joey B can stay healthy. Thank you, Ashley, your number one contender. Well, let me get you squared away here before anything. And Ashley is now your queen of the stream, ladies and gentlemen, with that generous donation. My lady, thank you so much. Let's get her name up there first. Before anything, offensive line. Before I know you guys need a defense, but you need to protect Joe Burrow and make sure that dude doesn't want to retire and doesn't keep getting hurt. That is job one. Focus on the offensive line. This is a good offensive line draft. Build that man a wall. I would go first and second round, maybe even third round offensive lineman. You could address the defense, which needs to be addressed, but you can address that in free agency and see what you can piece together. But first and foremost, man, you got to get that offensive line squared away. And you're up to 1917-88, number one contender as well. Let me get all your accolades on screen. So yeah, if I am a Bengals fan, that's what I'm hoping they do. Let me look at a mock draft and see what they have the Bengals doing. But let me get there we go. Ashley as the number one contender at 1917. And the lady of the stream, my liege, everyone recognize the lady of the stream. I'm going to take a look really quick at well, not really quick. We're probably going to deep dive this. What they have the Bengals doing in the draft. I think last time I checked, these mock drafts had them going defense, which I don't agree with. I think job one, you need to keep Joe Burrow upright. 2026 NFL mock draft. Here we go. This one's from 2 days ago. Let's see if there's one. 8 hours ago. Okay. So let's see what we have here. All right, that one's not good. They lied to me 13 hours ago. They have the Giants taking, let's see, Mendoza, Arvell Reese to the Jets, Ruben Bain, Cornell Tate to the Titans. Giants take Jordan Tyson, who I love, but the injury stuff bothers me, concerns me. That's why I wouldn't want to go Jordan Tyson. They have Cincinnati Bengals taking defensive tackle Peter Woods. And then they have Miami taking an offensive tackle after him. That doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't make sense to me. And that's what I keep seeing in these mock drafts. Cincinnati taking a defensive tackle, something like that. Let me look at another one. I hate it. I hate it. That would drive me crazy. If I'm a Cincinnati fan and they come out of that draft with a defensive tackle when they're offensive lineman on the board, I am screaming. And that's so I don't know how you say his name. You're going to see him play tomorrow. 6'6", 315, Francis Mawagwa. Is that how you say his name? From Miami? They had Miami taking him. Strong right tackle. Best tackle in the draft. And they have the Cincinnati Bengals passing up on him. There's also Spencer Fano, 6'6", 302. Offensive tackle. Allowed a measly 4 pressures and 0 sacks on 749 snaps. This is exactly what you guys need. Exactly what you guys need. See if there were any other ones that came out. Give me a heads up. If I'm still talking about this stuff and the game starts, just let me know. All right, so here's another one. Fernando Mendoza, Arvell Reese, Spencer Fano going 3. Okay, I could see that. Arizona taking him. Cornell Tate, New York Giants, Jordan Tyson. He keeps getting mocked to the Giants, Jordan Tyson. Again, I love the player. But man, that injury history scares me. Then they have Mawagwa. I don't know how to say his name. Mayugwa to Cleveland. David Bailey to the Commanders. That would be a good pick. Jeremiah Love to the Saints. Caleb Downs to the Chiefs. And then, Cincinnati Bengals. Ruben Bain. Edge rusher. So, then they have Baltimore taking an offensive guard a few picks later. If you have the best offensive guard, still have Caleb Lomu. They have Detroit taking him. I mean, there are a lot of offensive linemen. They have Philly taking an offensive Caden Proctor from Alabama. Doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't make sense to me that they keep mocking. And it's lazy. I feel like it's lazy because, yes, you look at the Bengals, the first thing you think is, their defense is so bad. But if you're trying to fix that team and make that team relevant, you have to keep Joe Burrow upright. And then you worry about the defense once you can do that. You agree? Awesome. Yes. Darth Walker says Henderson was injured most of the year anyway, and our defensive rookies finally started to play well at the end of the season. And, Joe Burrow's been the language he's been using is very reminiscent of Andrew Luck. And we don't want that. And no fan of the NFL wants that. I mean, I would imagine, yeah, sure. As a fan of an AFC North team, you don't want to have to deal with Joe Burrow. But, you don't think you want the guy's career to be over because he's in pain all the time, He can give us some really good football. Joe Burrow in the playoffs right now would be excellent to watch. When the Jets are good, you think we're going to want to have to send Joe Burrow packing? It's going to be hard to do. We're going to have to do it, but, it is what it is. I think we're in for a chaos offseason. Yeah, I think so too. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. And like I said, we're going to be here talking about it as we go, doing mock drafts. We did mock drafts last year. We did one, I think. But we'll do more. We'll do more this year. It's fun. We'll get on PFF or something and do some mock drafts. I'm not going to do the trades, though. The trades get a little ridiculous. Like, I look at some of them for and of course I choose the Jets. And then it's like, oh, a couple of teams want to trade with you for the second pick. And it's like the Bills. I'm like, no, the Bills aren't going to offer us anything for the second pick. And we're not trading with the Bills. So tell them to hang up the phone. Tell them to leave us alone. You see what I did there? What are you talking about? Sending Joe Burrow packing? I mean, it's what must happen if he decides to cross our path. But, he'll put up a valiant effort, I'm sure. It's going to hurt me more than it hurts you. I promise. Next Sunday, AFC, NFC Championship game. That is going to be excellent. At 3 and 6:30. Kathy Menard, just so you know, you don't have to go to Google, just listen to me. 3 and 6:30. Those are the definitive times, I promise you. Strong chance of Hafley being the head coach of the Dolphins. Yeah, I see that. I've been seeing that, which, we don't know what he's going to be as a head coach. We'll see. Good defensive coordinator. Don't know what he's going to be the head coach. Collect call from Buffalo. Do you accept the charges? No. Reverse the charges. Twice. Reverse them and double them. That's what I would say. And then the second they punch through the line, like we're back in the 1950s, the second Midge punches them through, I hang up the phone. 4:30. Start of the third quarter, so Half Face has officially come to a close. Oh, it's always so sad when Half Face comes to a close. But we've got football to play. Well, football to watch, rather. They've got football to play. And here we go. Loco's favorite new quarterback, Caleb Williams, is about to take the field again. He absolutely loves him. I think the Dolphins are going to hire someone we're not thinking about, says Momentum Technologies. I've been seeing Hafley's name left and right with them. So, Sean Cantrell says, Joey B is a great quarterback. I've had him on my fantasy teams the last 2 years, and he's got me a lot of points. We're at the end of Half Face, yes. I was actually working out a deal to try to get him on one of my dynasty teams. I was going to trade Jaden Daniels, but the guy was trying to shortchange me, and I was like, I kept using that. Yeah, but I mean, Joe Burrow gets hurt all the time. And it's like, well, so does Jaden Daniels. And I was like, well, we only have 1 year to really judge that on. He's still younger, and Joe Burrow might retire. He didn't bite. But he was trying to shortchange me. I was like, get out of here. I was head coach going to turn Miami around. They seem like... I actually hope, if they do hire, whoever they hire, I actually hope he does a decent job so that we're not competing with them for the first overall pick and the rights to Arch Manning. Because losing out to the Raiders from Mendoza hurt. Losing out to the Dolphins for Arch Manning would be like a dagger to the eyeballs and the throat and everywhere else. That can't happen. That really can't happen. Baal is on screen. I haven't even moved him around. Sorry. On the bright side, Joey will be 43 by the time the Jets are good. That'll be the Jordan Love era of the Jets, won't it? The Jets will be fully in their Jordan Love era. Yes. We'll have Jordan era, and then we'll Jordan Love, and we'll be looking to trade for Christian Watson. No, we'll be fully into the Arch Manning Hall of Fame discussions at that point. And, wow, he just dismantled Brady's Super Bowl victory. This is impressive. My God, who would have thought the Jets would ever do this? That's what we're going to be talking about at that point. Stafford gives the ball to Winnington, who gets stopped a yard short of the line of scrimmage. 2nd and about 11 coming up. Joe Burrow is elite. But that's, you know, that whole talk about him being traded and whatnot. And everybody's like, oh, the Jets right away because the Jets have the draft capital. But it's, you know, sure, we can protect Joe Burrow with our line, but we have so many needs, man. So many needs. Stafford delivers. That's caught by Parkinson. About a gain of 4. Rich tanking a season, like over a season out is wild. I mean, that's where we are, though. I mean, I've been here before, Soldier. I don't have the same football life experience as you have. It's completely different. It's completely different. This isn't the first time we've tanked over a year out. Trust me. We've been down this road before. Matt West knows. Red X Power knows. You see it coming. And it comes to be the soothing light at the end of your tunnel is just a freight train coming your way, to quote Metallica. It's right there. And that is an incompletion on 3rd down, 4th and 4. The Rams will have to punt. And it comes to be, and ladies and gentlemen, we have a new television champion. Whoa, Ashley has snuck up and taken the television title. Let's get her name on the belt right away and put that up on screen. Wow. Hold on. We got a lot of work to do right now. Your new, oh my God, my voice is going to go, television champion of the world, the Demonverse. I'm going to say your name the right way. Ashley Atchison. There we go. I was like, wait, is there an N? Is there another N there? No, it's not. I remember. Even though Sean Cantrell tried to confuse me, but we're not going to let him do that. I'm just kidding, Sean. Hold on. We got this. Got this coming up right now. Hold on. Up. Hold up. There we go. Okay. Keep your eye on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, because you're going to see a title change happen right before your eyes. I know you can't believe it, or you're going to see it. And it is coming in 3, 2. What comes before 2? Wait a minute. Something comes before 2. If I could find the belt. Damn, I did not time this well. I apologize. I did not time. There we go. 1. Oh, yes. There it is. There it is. Right on screen. Thank you so much, Ashley. I got to change your name elsewhere, too. Hold on. All right, here we go. Waiting for the break of day is what that song is. Up. All right, here we go. All right. Ah, geez, hold on. Oh, no, what did I do? Oh, dear God. Wait a minute. Okay, here we go. And keep your eye right here because their name's going to be right there in a moment. I'm not going to do the countdown again because I obviously don't know how to do that. Oh, you know what? I will do the countdown. And 3, 2, 1. There it is. All right. We got that all set up. 3-yard run by DeAndre Swift. I believe that's his name. And Ashley is your new television champion, and your top 5 contenders now are Roddy Eggplant, Melissa Klein, Samuel Miller, Mike Causey, and Dude. Thank you so much, Ashley. And what a catch by DJ Moore. One-arm catch by DJ Moore. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? All right, and we're going to update this right here, right now. And she is also the lady of the stream. Look at that. Look at that. And new. Oh, man, I can't even do it. Television champion is Ashley Atchison. Thank you very much. Nice to see some championship shakeups. I better keep an eye on mine, says Sean Cantrell. Second female title holder in the Demonverse. That is correct. That is correct. Melissa Klein was the first. And there we go. I'm just making sure everything is up to date where it should be. All right. And we got it. That's a pass to DJ Moore. He caught it and got nailed out of bounds. They're saying it was incomplete. I thought his feet were going to land in bounds if he didn't get knocked out, but apparently that is not the case. What is amazing is the Bengals almost won a Super Bowl with that horrendous O-line, but that was also the reason why they lost it too with that sack that ended the game. But yeah, that was a close game even there. You know what I mean? That was a close game, regardless of the offensive line. And that Rams defensive line was no joke. So that was impressive what the Bengals did. Gain of about 7 by DeAndre Swift. All right, here we go. Hopefully, the game is good tomorrow. Note for the Broncos and their fans, I know it has been an emotional 24 hours. I feel for Bo and the team, and I'm sending prayers for a strong recovery by Nick Foles. A positive note going into the game versus the Patriots is that they struggle against backup quarterbacks in championship-type games. Nick Foles is a national treasure. Oh, boy. He is a national treasure. All right, first down Bears, moving the football. All righty. And Caleb Williams under center. Gives the ball to DeAndre Swift, who finds a little bit of room, and it's about a gain of 3 or 4. Second down coming up. Update on Emmanuel Forbes. He's questionable. He's been upgraded. He might be coming back in. All right, so that's good news. That is good news. Look at Father Dismas putting the crowns up. $7:57 left in the third quarter. Caleb rolls out, throws downfield. Oh, Loveland with a diving catch, and that was out of bounds. Wow. Got third down coming up. 3rd and 6. Over under for half face tomorrow is 47.5 minutes. I mean, good God. College games. I might do more college games next year. We'll see. If there are big games in season, I might do some more of those if you guys want. But man, they're tough to sit through. It's either college games or like I do an all-day NFL thing if I can, you know what I mean? I don't know that I can do both. I don't know if the voice will last every single week of that. But some of those college games, I mean, like sometimes you get like a 65-2 final, and that's just not fun. But the tank for Arch talk has begun. Yes, all Manning all the time. That's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be. Missed out on Trevor. Missed out on Mendoza. We are not missing out on Manning. And there is the fair catch. Rams will take over at the 22. They got an old Mike Ditka look there. Somebody dressed up as Mike Ditka. That was cool. All Manning all the time. Yes. From week 1 on, week 1 forward. Can't wait to see. We're gonna stream during the actual schedule release too, so we can see the Jets schedule, and you know I'm gonna go through all the possible wins and losses. They're not gonna be a lot of possible wins, just so you know. I mean, I'm already looking at the schedule, but we'll have more data on rosters and whatnot by then. So. Yeah, blame the Giants and Jackson Dart for missing out Mendoza. That was so stupid. That was so stupid. I mean, the Giants screwed themselves because they could be sitting in a situation right now with Harbaugh and the second, well, the Jets would have had the 3rd overall pick. So they would have been in the situation where they had Harbaugh, the 3rd overall pick, plus the 16th overall pick likely. Maybe the 44th overall pick and a first next year. Something like that. Like that probably would have been the package. And they decided, no, you know what? The Jackson Dart win is better than that. Oh, so stupid. So stupid. Giants fans were PO'd. Jackson Dart was celebrating. Like, and I was, he drove me nuts with that, with his stupid hair and everything. Yeah, I remember earlier in the football season, people were calling Manning a bust. Yeah, they're going to do that. They're going to do that. People are still going to say it. They're going to say it. Even when he's coming out, he's going to be a bust. He's going to be terrible. He's going to say all this stuff. People are going to say all this stuff, and his bust potential is so low because of who he is and his family. Tracy Morgan is wearing a Jets jersey right now. Oh, wow. Ashley comes in with a 50 spot. Your television champion says a little extra padding to try to ensure you don't have to switch those titles around so much. Ashley is all hard. Thank you so much. Oh, my God. Let's get all that updated. I got to do math, I think. Do I have to do math? Yeah, I have to do math. Give me a moment. I got it. Matthew Stafford gets sacked. You guys are probably looking at the screen saying, I mean, that math is easy, but when you're me, it's not. Try walking in my socks for a day. All right. Thank you, Ashley. We're going to get it all updated right now. And Williams goes forward. Looks like the Rams are making a lot of mistakes. Oh, hold on. Made a mistake. I made a mistake. Calling out the Rams and I'm making mistakes. How dare I? Oh, come on. What is going on? All right. All right, Ashley, your total is going to change in a moment. Stafford is going like this to everybody, whatever that means. There we go. We're going to change the over here as well. 3rd and 8. We got 4th down coming up. Milady, thank you so much. The Queen of the Stream / television champion. And I hope for you that the Bengals listen to the stream and they say, you know what, maybe we should listen to them and draft offensive line, because that'll keep Ashley happy. It'll keep me happy too. I want Joe Burrow to survive. Again, until we send him home packing, until he's like, man, that Manning kid with the Jets, woof. And then he'll consider retirement again, probably. But yeah, I mean, that's off in the distance. We don't even have to worry about that. 109.95 on the stream is the stream's top offering. Thank you so much, Ashley. I really appreciate it. That's the queen with the flying elbow. What do we need a finishing move for Ashley as she's a champion. Hold on. What do we call her finishing move? I personally thank the Giants. Oh, you would. You would. The Ashley elbow? Something like that? A great new Patriots struggle versus backup quarterbacks in big games, just as Nick Foles and the Eagles. Yeah, Nick Foles actually tweeted about that. Ashley's finishing move can be called the A12. How about that? How about that? Emily says, I adore you, Sean, but not today. The double A. Oh, the double A. Yeah, I like that. We'll call it the double A. If Ashley's cool with it. The double A, maybe that'll be, is that a double elbow drop off the top rope? Is that what we're doing? Double knee drop, double leg drop. Or maybe it could be like a suplex sort of deal, or like a rock bottom sort of deal. What is the technical name for the rock bottom? Does anybody know? Let me ask ChatGPT. What is the technical name for the wrestler, the Rock's finishing move, the rock bottom? A lifting side slam is what they call it. All right, we'll do that. We'll do a lifting side slam or a fallaway slam or something. Will be the double A. I like it. I like it. Oh, we had a bunch of people talking on Facebook. Hold on. And a great Buffy the Vampire Slayer reference, says John Moody. Very nice. Up Chicago wins, so that the Rams just have to grin and bears it, says Eric Shanks. Eric Shanks, sorry. The Ashley atomic drop. I like that too. That could be the double A atomic drop, yes. All right, the double A is going to be an Ashley atomic drop. That sounds good. Sean, I love that. All right. Chris Collinsworth said, when you're playing in weather like this, your helmet freezes and you have to work it back on and it gets hard inside. That's crazy. That is crazy. All right. I think we're all good right now. 4:38 left in the third. And here is Caleb working out of the shotgun. He's got Loveland in motion. Back to pass. Look, you see, he just buys time, man. Even though sidearm throw. Oh, and that was dangerous. That was almost picked off. That was dangerous. But he throws the ball so hard. It's so tough to pick that. He's got a gun. Just don't take your helmet off. Well, yeah, that's true. You can do that. Just keep it on. The Ashmageddon. I like that. I like that. That sounds better. The Ashmageddon. Father Dismiss. Oh, my God. The Ashmageddon sounds glorious. I love it. All right. It is a devastating atomic drop. Unless there is a better move you guys think of. But the Ashmageddon sounds perfect. Thank you, Father Dismiss. All right. 2nd and 15. So we got the Rowdy Bomb. We got the Mighty Quinn. We got the Ashmageddon. Caleb throws to the end zone. Oh, no, not to the end zone, to the 50, and that gets picked off. Terrible pass. The Rowdy Bomb, Sean Shin music. Ashes to Ashes is good too. Oh my God, you guys are crazy. I like all of these. That's fine. I'm gonna put a vote up for it. Here we go. What should Ashley's finishing move be? Let's see. That is really good. Picked. Oh, Rowdy is happy. Hold on. The Ashmageddon. There we go. This is going to be an interesting poll because I love both these names. It looks like the Ashmageddon is running away with it. 5 votes in, 7 votes in. Let's see. 60-second break. Oh, sorry. I thought I turned that off. So here's my biggest issue with the Giants drafting Jordan Tyson, who, again, I think is a spectacular player. If he didn't have these injury concerns, I would be all over Jordan Tyson. But you already have Malik Neighbors coming off injury. You have Cam Scatterbo coming off injury. You have Jackson Dart, who is in and out of the blue tent like crazy. And then you're going to draft Jordan Tyson, who is an injury risk. Just seems like this is going to be a team that you'd sit there and say, man, if they could just stay healthy, they could really make some noise. I would stay away from Jordan Tyson if I was the Giants. There are other teams where he makes sense. Kansas City Chiefs, if he's there for the Kansas City Chiefs, that would be a home run. But the Giants, man, I would stay away from him. If I were the Giants, I would go offensive line too, honestly. More chairs cheering for Russia for all the Olympics over the USA. Oh, boy. Stafford. Oh, that was almost picked off. 3rd and 10. Man, this Bears defense is really stepping up, man. Wow. Third and 10 coming up. And there is Matthew Stafford. Back to pass. Gets the ball off. That's out of bounds. And the Chicago defense. 4th and 10, and the Rams are going to have to punt this. Man, they had a golden opportunity at midfield, and the Rams defense stepped up. Stepped up. Oh, man, that's a close poll. We got 16 votes. Like the stream if you have not. We got 23 likes. 56, the Ashmageddon. 44, Ashes to Ashes so far. And this is going to be a touchback. So 3:40 left. 3:40 left. So let me see. Four pumps and done. What the hell, Rams? Let me see. I want to look up another mock draft, actually. 2 days ago. Oh, they got the Jets here. They have the Jets taking Ruben Bain. I don't like that. Don't like that. I would rather go Arvell Reese. I would either rather go Caleb Downs, who they have going to the Giants. Browns, tackle, Commanders, defensive lines, Saints, Jordan Tyson. Okay, that makes sense for the Saints. Chiefs, Jeremiah Love. I like that. Cincinnati Bengals, outside linebacker, David Bailey. He's a pass rusher. I don't get it. Why do we not see that the Bengals, these are the experts, why do we not see that the Bengals need offensive line? SG's put the bag clip. Video on Discord. How do we not see that? Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. That is SNY. No, thank you. 22 hours ago, we got another mock. Let's see what this one does. Mendoza, Ruben Bain again for the Jets. Don't like it. Giants taking an offensive tackle. Makes sense. Browns taking an offensive tackle. Saints taking an edge. Commanders taking an edge. Chiefs taking Jeremiah Love. Bengals taking Caleb Downs. Now, I think he could be the best player in the draft. If he fell to 10, which I don't think he will, and the Bears and the Bengals took him, I wouldn't have a problem with that. But I don't think that's going to happen. That would be one situation where I would say, okay, I get it. Because him alone, I think, could make your defense formidable. I don't have a pick in this game, but the Bears haven't been in the AE championship game in a while. So let's go Bears. There you go. Got Raiders fandom cheering for you, Bears fans. How about that? Caleb at the 20-yard line takes the snap. Swings this out to Luther Burden, who gets back to the line of scrimmage and slams the ball down in frustration. Jesus, this game is a total war of attrition, says Rowdy. Yeah. Caleb's still shaking his hand out after hitting it early in the game. Collinsworth saying he expected Caleb to run more in this game. Oh, Baal must move, yes. I'm sorry, my lady. All right. Apologies, and we are still in the third quarter. I want to make sure we weren't in the fourth quarter. Baal is where he should be right now. And there is Krishula. 3rd and 3 coming up. For a 10-10 game, this game's been pretty exciting. Yes, that is Baal like that, Rowdy. Manungai with a big catch, and that's a first down. See, man, Caleb just rolls out, creates time, and slings the ball downfield. I mean, that's what I think the Jets thought they were getting when they drafted Zach Wilson. Caleb is balling. .59 total yards from Manungai, 146 left in the third. Chicago has the ball at the 37-yard line. Their own 37-yard line. Manungai gets about a gain of 3. Got second and about 7 coming up. Maybe I thought it was Southern like y'all. Well, that makes sense. Caleb runs. I think he stepped out right before the first down marker. It looks like they're going to give him a good spot. Oh, they gave him a hell of a spot. Oh, no, they moved it back. Okay. Did he get the first down? 3rd and 1 they give it him. Imagine going from a Sumerian deity and suddenly getting trapped in a pigskin and being subjugated by Richford streams. I mean, it happens. It happens. Such a fall from grace, yeah. Baal is happy, though. Look at that look on his face. I mean, have you ever seen a smile so grand? I'll give you a close-up look. Oh, man, the Rams defense came up big. And Manungai is going to lose yardage, and we're going to go to the fourth quarter, but I think the Bears definitely have to punt here. I think the Bears have to punt. I mean, this would be tragic. I mean, Baal is very happy. Look at him. I don't think he has any issue whatsoever with his station in life right now. All the makings of an extra face. What's up, Astro? What are you doing, buddy? Yeah, you know, Ben, you can always call a naked bootleg. It's crazy. Ben Johnson is getting criticized, but I mean, rightfully so. Tracy Morgan and Daniel Radcliffe are in a show together. This is interesting. About a former football player who played for the Jets. Is that it? Interesting. Interesting. That means Daniel Radcliffe might be a Jet fan. Darth Walker says, I thought this game would be high scoring. Yeah, I thought it would be high scoring too, as evidenced by the score prediction, 35-33. I thought it would be back and forth. Gamic, what's going on? I will age 14 years and the score to this game will still be 10-10. I mean, wow. Never seen Baal this happy. Yeah, he is. Maybe he's a Bears fan, you know? Maybe he's just happy to enjoy the ride. It's a paycheck, Baal. You know, I mean, I don't pay. I pay him in souls. Based on a true story? No, it is not. It is not. But maybe we can lure Daniel Radcliffe over to Jets fandom, because I'm assuming Tracy Morgan is a Jets fan if he's playing a former Jets player. I'm assuming he might have navigated that. Gimmick says, my brother's a Rams fan and he is dying inside. These games are rough, man. Because it's like, you're right there. Like, oh. This reminds me of when the Jets had a lead against the Denver Broncos in the AFC Championship game. And I was just like, the lead's not big enough. Like, this is John Elway. We need a bigger lead. I don't feel comfortable. Rowdy says, everyone expected for a one-sided Bears win due to the cold, but the Rams and Bears are digging in. Yes, they are. Go back, hang out with my family. Just wanted to check in. See you. Thank you, Gimmick. See you soon. There's the punt. And Baal must move. There he goes. And showing some Puka highlights. Last 7 drives, the Rams have 31 plays for 89 yards. Pretty crazy. And Stafford gives the ball to Williams. And he's still driving forward. It's about a gain of 6 or 7. Ashley comes in with a tenner and says, fourth quarter, fourth quarter, and the Bears take over. And Ash Mageddon, but Ashes to Ashes is winning right now. She comes in with an Ashes to Ashes for the time being. Ashes to Ashes is up 53%. Second and 3. Rams get the first down on a run up the middle. Ashley, she is still your lady of the stream, ladies and gentlemen, at 119.94. All right. There we go. And up the middle goes Williams. He gets no gain. And Ashes to Ashes. That's what we're calling it right now. Ashes to Ashes. And is it a fallaway slam? Is that what I said it was? An atomic drop is what it is. And now it's 50-50. Oh, this is insane. Kobe Parkinson gets this across midfield down to the Bears' 45-yard line. Rowdy says 6 or 7. Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head. These teams are scoring less than the Asteroids throwing picks. It's the fourth quarter. It is Iceman time. Yeah, you don't want to be the opposing team in the fourth quarter against Caleb Williams. I mean, has not worked out well. Kyron Williams goes up the middle for about a gain of 4. They're playing Seek and Destroy at the stadium. Let's see if I can help Rowdy. Baby Shark. Oh, Father Dismas. 2nd and 6. Stafford rolls out to his left. Oh, tries to get the ball to Parkinson. It gets batted away, almost intercepted. 3rd and 6 coming up. So that's a big in situation, in games like this and weather like this, Stafford's inability to make plays with his legs is a real hindrance on this offense because you could just come right at him. Third and 6 coming up. Stafford gets the ball off, and that's caught by Puka. He's across the 30, down to about the 29. That's a first down. And here we go. Need this defense to step up, Chicago. $11:23 left. Stafford takes the snap, floats this downfield. That's incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. Oh, yeah, Stafford still has some zip on that ball. He's still a hell of a quarterback. But the inability to run in a game like this, when you have a quarterback who can run that's on the opposite side, takes a level of the game away. But, when you're as talented as Stafford, it might not even matter. Devontae Adams catches the ball, but wait a minute, the Bears are saying they took it away. What the hell? Ruling on the field as the runner was down by contact. They have to look at this because this is the same situation we ran into yesterday. He's down. He is down by contact. Dude, that is hilarious. A friend of mine just texted me the Nick Foles thing. Bills fans are going to be pissed over that call. I mean, his knee was clearly down. It looked like his knee was clearly down. Let's... First and 10, Stafford, 10:36. Give the ball to Williams. He's got room to run. It's about a gain of 4. Call on the field this time was a catch, so it'll stand. Yeah, I mean, his knee was down. I mean, he still had possession when his knee hit, so, I mean, that just ends the play right there. Bills fans are not going to be happy until the NFL changes the rules, so the Buffalo is not allowed to lose in the playoffs. They might actually ask for that to come up for a vote. I wouldn't be shocked. Williams goes forward. Gets about 5 as a yard shy of the first down marker. 9:42 left in the game. What is a catch, says King Orza. Stafford throws to the end zone, and that's batted away. Hell of a play by Stevenson. This Bears secondary has been all over the place. Let's go, fourth quarter Bears. I want my head coach from the Rams. Stop. Shane Giggles, you have to stop that. Stay away from that man, please. I don't know that he's on your radar. So, people have said that I sound like Obama. Do I really? You're not the first person to say that. People have said that in my comments section. 4th and 1 coming up. The Rams are going for this. Wow. This is a long one. End around by Nakua. Oh, and he just gets it. Man. There's just a thought during the playoffs you were watching an old Barack Obama campaign speech. First and goal. I mean, he's a hell of a speaker, so. Kyron Williams cuts this to the outside and walks in the end zone. Wow. The Rams take the lead. Well, let me be perfectly clear. I got to update the score. Wow. Crazy. Crazy. Like kind of, but not sure a lot. And the kick is up and it's good. There we go. 17-10. Wow. All right. It's on the Bears. We've seen them do it before. There we go. I mean, this is exactly the position the Chicago Bears want to be in, right? They definitely want to be down by a few as we get to the 2-minute warning, too. I do sound a bit like them. I got to tell PFA. Say the Rams are locked in. I have to mean it, though. It has to come naturally. If I just say it, it kind of kills it all because it doesn't work. I tried it. It doesn't work. It's got to just come naturally from it. Well, let me be perfectly clear. I mean, I feel like I could kind of do it like that. I feel like that a little sounds like them. That sounds kind of like them. So, has much been talked about the Falcons hiring Stefanski? We talked about it. You don't sound like Obama, says Kathy. So much has been talked about the Falcons hiring Stefanski. No, but I like the hiring. I like the hiring a lot. We talked about it a little bit here. With Stefanski, you know what you're getting. And, you know, I think it's an upgrade over Raheem Morris. I think Raheem Morris will be a hell of a defensive coordinator somewhere. Maybe for the Green Bay Packers. But as a head coach, I did not like him. And Stefanski is Michael Penix having an offensive mind like Stefanski there could only help. So we'll see. But Penix is another one, though. He's got to be able to stay on the field. Or next season, the Falcons could be a team looking for a quarterback in that draft. A bit of your tone, but not enough to be an impersonator. Falcon fans don't seem to like it because of the Sanders PR, says Celtic. Yeah, I haven't really seen much from Falcons fans, but, you know, at that point, who did they want? They probably wanted Harbaugh. But, you know, for me, Stefanski was right there. And you know, let's not forget Mike McCarthy's out there, you know. I think it was the right move. I'm telling you, I think he was just in a bad situation in Cleveland. Yeah, I agree. Stefanski versus Baker. Oh, that's perfect. I didn't even think of that, Orza. Devin Duvernay takes the ball to the 36. All right. 2025 postseason, 14 lead changes in the fourth quarter. 5 teams have won after trailing in the final 3 minutes. This all bodes well for the Bears. If the Bears lose this game, though, people are going to be looking at those missed field goal attempts. Well, I mean, the non-field goal attempts, rather. Please let us forget about Mike McCarthy. McCarthy's a good coach, man. I think he deserves another shot. Caleb rolls out to the left. He's got time. Oh, my God. So he threw that to an eligible offensive lineman right in his hands. He's not paid to catch the football, I guess, so. Divisional hatred, so I'm ready, Rich. Caleb throws the ball at 1,000 miles per hour, though. Oh, I don't see the Facebook raid. Hold on. Good over evil, crazy like a fox, losing. The Bears are nature's losers, says James Taylor. He's saying that over on Facebook, where it's safe, where there aren't Bears fans lurking around. Sir Caleb rolls away from pressure. Got away from a tackle. He's got a first down and more. He's at the 40, down to the 35. What a play. That's what I was talking about before. That's the kind of stuff Matthew Stafford can't do. Oh, man. Stefanski was instrumental in creating the bad situation in Cleveland, says Darth Walker. So do we know that he was out on Baker? Or was that ownership that wanted? Because, the Browns are a situation where I do think ownership comes in and kind of meddles a little bit. So I think they wanted Deshaun Watson. I don't know if that was Stefanski, but again, I don't know all the ins and outs of that situation, but that's what it seemed like to me from what I saw of it. DeAndre Swift goes up the middle for about a gain of 5. So I don't know that I don't know that Stefanski was instrumental in that. The only thing I would hold against him, if he was out on Baker, then yeah, got to hold that against him, because then you got to wonder, like, well, what was he seeing? And, the whole situation where he, chose Dylan Gabriel over Shedeur Sanders, which, again, it's not like Shedeur Sanders came in and lit up the world. It's not like, but he does. I mean, you look at him and you're like, okay, he's a better quarterback than Dylan Gabriel. That's not saying much. That's how you extend the play, yeah. I think Stefanski wanted Dylan, the owner wanted Sanders, and now one of them isn't there. Yeah. Yeah. That's two-time coach of the year with the Cleveland Browns, though. I mean, that's not nothing. And obviously he's not afraid of Baker if he took the Atlanta job. True. True. Well, he knows Baker, Monungai is close to the first down. Might have gotten it. This will be inside the 30, at about the 32. 6:23 left. They're saying it's a first down. $6:11 left. But I want to do some research into that and see what happened exactly with the Caleb situation. It's still snowing in Jersey, snowed yesterday and today. Man, I don't know how I would deal with snow, honestly. Caleb buys a little time, pump fakes, gets the ball off, and that's broken up, intended for Colston Loveland. 2nd and 10. Stefanski is a good coach in a bad situation. That's the way I saw it. And again, when people say Cleveland ownership is bad, I do think they meddle. So, Stefanski's hands might have been tied in terms of, what Andrew Berry and ownership wanted to do. Second and 10, Caleb throws downfield. It's overthrown, intended for Zacchaeus. 3rd and 10 coming up. He did so much with so little. Yeah, I mean, no, nobody expected nobody expected the Bears to, the Browns to be what they were for a little while. Stefanski said they needed an adult in the room regardless. Baker wanted to play injured the final year. He was there after they picked up Deshaun Watson. Back to pass. Williams gets the ball off, and that is caught by Rome Odunze at the 10-yard line. Leaping grab at the 11-yard line. Beautiful catch. And there's a flag. Did the Rams lead with the helmet? Did the Rams defender lead with the helmet? Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Wow. Are you going to do some live streams of Olympic curling during the Olympics? I think Lord Chair wants me to. I might have to. In reference to the Stefanski said they needed an adult in the room. I think Baker himself even talked about, well, I know he said he felt disrespected 100% by the Browns. I don't know. At the time of it's easy to look back at the Deshaun Watson situation now and say, yeah, that was bad. They should have went with Baker. But at the time, I don't know if there wasn't anybody who looked at that as a downgrade. You know what I mean? Swift gets about 2. So maybe Stefanski did see that and say, you know what, that is an upgrade. Look, Baker was immature to an extent. And I don't know what the dynamic it was there, but I before all the stuff came out with Deshaun and there was talk of him being traded. As a Jets fan, and I did videos on this. That's when I first started doing TikTok videos. As a Jets fan, I was intrigued by Deshaun. I was ready to be like, let's give up picks and get this guy in here and get, a 26-year-old. He looked like a top 5 quarterback at the time. Swift takes this down to the 1. We got 3rd and goal. So, yeah, the trade and contract was an albatross. Yeah, that was bad. The coach makes the decision on who starts. The adult should be the coach in that situation. Yeah, I agree. What I'm just saying is that with the data we had at that point, Deshaun looked like a better quarterback than he was. And I think they were... Swift tries to hurdle somebody and gets nailed. Oh, what do we do here? 4th and goal from... almost the 2. Wow. Wow. What a hit. Man. Browns have one of the best defenses in the league, and the offensive growth. Stefanski has losing season after losing season. We'll see what he does in Atlanta. We'll get our answer. Was he actually a good coach or not? He intrigued me when they got rid of him. I was like, man, I think Stefanski's a good coach. I could be wrong about that. Oh, that's broken up. And the Rams will take over with 3 minutes left. Damn, Caleb. Oh, man. Ben Johnson does not look happy. Oh, my God. Rowdy screams. Look at him. Denied, says Father Dismas. Man, big defensive stand by the Rams. Wow. Wow. Good Lord. So what I'll say about the Falcons doing that, you look at the optics. It's a 2-time coach of the year with the Cleveland Browns. A guy with experience. And your other options at this point are offensive coordinators, and you don't know what they're going to be. They're first-time head coaches. So I don't hate them doing that. I don't hate them doing that. Could it end up being the wrong decision? Yeah. I mean, how many times do offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators get hired and they don't work out? More often than they actually do work out. We've had a good run. Mike McDonald, Ben Johnson, but most of the time it doesn't work out. Most of the time these guys are better coordinators than they are head coaches. So going with the guy who's been a head coach before, I don't hate that. The Rams at the gates of Thermopylae. Bird and offset, swift orbit onto the same side, doing way too much. 75 bad clip, says SG. This Mitch Trubisky commercial is good. The Browns are a rich team and kept pushing the cap hit down the road, so it was an albatross. Yeah, I don't think they run well. I'm just saying I don't know how much of that was Stefanski with everything going on. Again, I do think ownership meddles. I don't know how much ownership obviously meddles because they were kind of forced to take Shador by ownership. But field goals. This is the way, says Melissa Klein. Yes. I think he's got to learn that. Rams are going to try to run out the clock. Yeah, for sure. Bears defense needs a big turnover. But again, we'll see. We'll see what Stefanski does in Atlanta. They have talent there. Don't really know if they have the quarterback, but they have talent. And Williams gets about a yard on first down. And Chicago takes an immediate timeout at 2:58. 2:58 left. Caleb Williams might have gotten a couple of those fourth down conversion attempts if he had tried to run. Some of these decisions, he's very confident with his arm strength. I mean, he thinks he can thread the needle on every throw. I mean, and sometimes it works, a lot of times it doesn't. Second and 8. Stafford gives to Williams again. He cuts it to the outside. He's got room to run, and that's a first down. The Bears will take another timeout. 2:52, first and 10. 4th and 30. Let's go for it. It's Sean Cantrell. Oh, man. I want to see what Bears fans are saying. That's heartbreaking, man. That's heartbreaking. Ben Johnson got out-coached. Man. If he just took the points, the Bears would be winning. Man, people are coming after Ben Johnson. Oof. Oh, big tackle in the backfield. About a loss of 2 or 3. So I'll have second and about 13 coming up, and now the Bears are going to let the clock run. All right. We're the damn Lions, somebody said. Oh my God. Fans are so funny. 2nd and 12. We're the damn Lions. Kyron Williams gets 2 yards. So we're going to have 3rd and 10 coming up. And we're going to hit. Are we going to hit the 2-minute warning? No, it looks like they're going to call a timeout. Bears took another timeout. 3rd down coming up. Live by the sword, says King Orza. Remember that Hail Mary the Commanders hit on the Bears that completely derailed Chicago's season last year? Yeah. Yeah. That was, that hasn't happened to the Bears this year, though. 3rd and 10. Still hope, Sean. There's still hope. All right, here we go. 3rd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. They give it to Williams, and he gets stopped. All right. So now we hit the 2-minute warning. Bears are going to get the ball back. Here we go. Here we go. Rams snapped it too early. If they milked the play clock, it would have been at the 2-minute warning. Yeah. SG, you should be a coach somewhere. I mean, I'll talk to Woody Johnson, see if we can get you over there with the Jets. I think you could help us out. Bears fans have nothing to be ashamed of. They showed so much improvement. Nobody expected the success they had. Yeah. No, yeah, absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, obviously, you know, it hurts. Super Dave. Like, you get this far, especially when you've had years of pain and misery, and then you feel like, are we going to be good enough to do this again? Are we really there? You know what I mean? That's kind of the way you feel in year one of this. I don't think the Bears are going anywhere, but I don't think this game's over. I still think they could easily win this game. Caleb is a playmaker. They could easily force overtime right now. I'm not counting them out at all. 60 seconds. 60 seconds. I'll be right back. Man, my head's cold. The hood is up. That can only help the Chicago Bears, I think. Such a conservative series, yeah. I agree with Super Dave. We shouldn't be losing right now. No, you shouldn't be losing. You definitely shouldn't be losing. That's frustrating. Not taking the points, especially in those situations. That would frustrate the hell out of me. Time for the Bears faithful to believe. Yes, many of us are here rooting for the Bears just because it's been so long for them. We're going to see the punt. I mean, anything could happen. They could botch this punt. Bears could run it back. Block it. Nope. None of that happened. The punt will die at midfield. Good field position by the Bears. Do you think Ben Johnson doesn't go for 2 if they score? Somebody make that man kick the extra point. That, you know, I'm concerned about that. I'm concerned about him going for 2. He might tie the game. That's a sticky situation. In the playoffs, go for 2 when you on 4th down after 4th down, you haven't. Maybe he's the one that really egged Ben Johnson. It seems that way, right? That he egged Dan Campbell to go for it in those situations, telling him like, no, we can get this. I feel like what we've seen has kind of proved that point a little bit, or backed that up. 4-man rush. Caleb throws over the middle. Oh man, that was almost caught by Luther Burden. Broken up. Going for 2 made more sense with the old overtime rules. Yeah, I agree. Because you get the ball back at least. Samuel Miller says you play to win the game. Samuel Miller, by the way, is your number 2 contender. We're going to get him up there. Or number 3 contender, I'm sorry. Number 3 contender. There he is. Good to see you, Samuel Miller. Caleb back to pass. Throws over the middle, and that's caught. Colston Loveland. That's a 1st down, 1:38 left. Gain of 18. Loveland is jogging gingerly to the sideline. And here we go from the 32. They run with DeAndre Swift. He's got room to run down inside the 20. What a play call. Bears still have one timeout left. 1:07 left. Hell of a play call. Wow. That was ballsy. I like that. Here we go. Final minute of regulation. Caleb throws over the middle. That's caught by Luther Burden. About an 8-yard gain. The clock will continue to tick. Yeah, hitting the frozen turf like that, man. Man, 37 seconds left. Caleb takes the snap. Emo Elway throws, and that is incomplete to Luther Burden. 3rd and 4. Loveland is still on the Chicago sideline. That's big, man. He's a favorite target of Caleb in these situations. He's getting the ball where it needs to go, yeah. And I mean, you look at his numbers, 18 to 35, 211 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Not great. 3rd and 4. Caleb back to pass. Throws to the end zone, overthrown. Oh, man. Go for the first down there, dude. Oh. Something that concerns me a little bit about Caleb, and Chris Collinsworth mentioned it a few times, is I don't mind a guy playing from the pocket. But man, I think he should be looking for opportunities to make more plays with his legs. Especially right now with 27 seconds left. Rams are going to use a timeout. The Bears picked this up where we will see Caleb. Oh, stop it, Celtic. Stop it. Not now. Not now. Read the room. Well, it all comes down to this. 4th and 4. Caleb working out of the shotgun. Rams showing blitz. Bring a 4-man rush. Oh, Caleb is running backwards. Oh, dear God. Throws this off his back foot to the end zone. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Caught by Cole Kmet. Are you kidding me? Look at Matthew Stafford. He can't believe it. Oh, my Lord. As that ball was in the air, I was like, no, this is not happening. Look at Sean McVay's face. Oh, my God. The Pope. Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? When I saw him running backwards, I was like, okay, this is enough. All right, Caleb. Wow. And here comes the extra point attempt to tie it with 18 seconds left. And it's good. Are you kidding me? Wow. I can't believe that. Unbelievable. We got to see this again. This guy is insane. This guy, look at Rowdy. Rowdy can't believe it, my Lord. Are you kidding me? How did he do that? That was 50 yards in the air and accurate. Off his back foot. I've never seen a pass like that. This guy has hit passes that we've never seen happen. The Roma Dunze reception that he needed before, oh my God. Oh my God. Scramble 25 yards backwards. This beats that Roma Dunze throw that he made. That wasn't a push off. Come on. That was just hand fighting. Come on. Wow. Wow. No, that should not have been pass interference on Komet. No way. He did not push off. Oh, look at Sean McVay's face. He can't believe it. Philip Quinn says, I officially take back my Caleb slander. I was wrong. Wow. Your Demonverse champion is here, by the way. Let's get his title on screen. Welcome, Philip Quinn. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Good God. Chris Collinsworth said that was something out of the Wizard of Oz. I can't believe that. Are you kidding me? Sean McVay looks shocked, yeah. Sean McVay looks shocked. Matthew Stafford looks shocked. I mean, they're like, let's just take this to overtime. Wow. The Pope right now is sitting there like this at the Vatican. Oh. It's called Hero Ball for a reason. My God. Caleb Williams is everything they try to get us to believe Josh Allen is. Right? I mean, this is what they want us to think Josh Allen is. But Caleb Williams is that guy. Man, we're going to overtime. What a friggin' game. That was the best pass I've ever seen. I can't believe it. The best pass I've ever seen. Cole effing Komet. 2 games go to overtime in the divisional round. Insane. Take notes, Squire Allen. Yeah, does anybody have an issue with Caleb Williams being knighted now? I don't think so. I don't think so. It's 3:30 a.m. in Rome. The man's working late. Oh, boy. Man, I envy every Chicago Bears fan right now. It would be a travesty if they lose this game. An absolute travesty. I'm sorry, the Rams fans, Rowdy, I love you, but after a play like that, man. That is, they're saying it's one of the greatest playoff touchdowns ever. I think that was the greatest touchdown. I mean, there is no way. We saw the Montana toss at the back of the end zone, right? Dwight Clark, the fingertip catch. Like, oh, that was nice. But Montana's eyes were right there, threw it. You saw Caleb running backwards for almost 30 yards, off his back foot, falling backwards. He throws the ball in the air, and I'm thinking, I don't know how you guys felt about it, but I'm thinking like, this is going to get picked off or it's going to go out of the back of the end zone or something. But I mean, 50 yards in the air, off his back foot, after running back like 25 yards, 30 yards. And it was on the money. Oh my God. Oh, Bears for me, ready to bust. Says Zig Marco. Good God. I can't say enough about that. I'm just glad I was here with all you guys when I saw it because I might have been just sitting by myself on my couch like, I don't know who to talk to about this. That was insane. The cardiac Bears, there's in Cage. Start mixing up the cocktails in Cage. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. What did I tell you, Sean Cantrell? I said the Bears are not out of this. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I don't even know what to say. Don't even know what to say. X is going crazy, says Philip Quinn. Man. I can't believe it. He scrambled 25 yards backwards and threw it off his back foot. What sorcery is this? It's It's holy power. That's all it can be. Yeah, against the Packers, he threw that ball, that Jordan jump pass to Roma Dunze, and I thought that was one of the best passes I've ever seen, and then he tops it with this one. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Good God. Look at him. He's got cigarettes out. He's got martinis, beer, scotch. You got fruity, whatever you want. And Cage is mixing it all up. He's over there like, let's go. The Rams are getting the ball first in overtime, and the Bears have the momentum right now. The Rams get the ball down to the 27. Good God. There's the number one pick. Yeah, man. Yes, it was better than the Rodgers to Garrett Wilson touchdown against the Texans. This was. I'm sorry, man. I would love to say no, but I'm not going to lie. I officially became a believer in CW18, yeah. It's magic. It's sorcery. I don't know what it is. I missed that play. I'm at work, but the boys are going nuts here. Man, I'm losing my voice because of that play. Kyron Williams with a strong run for about 8 yards. Big Wink says Bears Patriots Super Bowl. That is the ultimate battle of good versus evil. If we get a Bears Patriots Super Bowl, I will be rooting so hard for the Bears that you're gonna think I'm a Bears fan. You're gonna think I'm a Bears fan. Are you kidding me? 2nd and 3. Wow. Stafford. They give the ball to Williams again, and he is about a yard or so, maybe half a yard shy. You got 3rd and short coming up. He stole the Mahomes' magic, and I feel like he not only stole it, but somehow superpowered it. Mahomes never made a pass like that. I'm sorry. He stole the Mahomes magic and just somehow supercharged it. The Pope is cooking, says Sean Cantrell. That pass alone should give Caleb a title. Man, I've never seen anything like that. Oh, good God. They pitch this out to Kyron Williams, and he's going to get, oh no, he almost got swallowed up at the Bears swarm, and they stop him for a loss. Wow. 4th down, the Rams are going to have to punt. They called him the next Mahomes for a reason, but they called Zach Wilson the Mormon Mahomes too, and look how that turned out. Oh, man, I don't love the play call, Sean McVay. Sean McVay, I think, is still shocked. I don't think he knows what happened. I think he's walking around punch drunk on the sideline right now. Cell signal is going in and out, rooting for my Bears. Enjoy the show, everyone. Thank you, Encaged. Wow. Wow. There's the punt. And fair catch at the 15. Man, that was Caleb bailing his coach out. Ben Johnson needs to buy that guy like 7 Lamborghinis or something. I don't know how he could ever. My God, this is crazy. Pitch decorum? Yeah, I didn't like the play call. Did not like the play call. You're right, man. Like all of a sudden, the Rams got super conservative, and the Bears are just like, F it. Man. Wow. First and 10. Caleb under center. Rolls out to his left. Eyes downfield. Gets the ball to Cole Kmet. And Cole Kmet lays a hit on a defender. Gets about a 9 or 10 yard gain. They marked him a yard ahead, so it was an 11-yard gain. That's a first down. Here come the Bears. Nobody's ever made a pass like that. No, we cannot even compare that to anything we've seen. We've never seen anything like that. That is nuts. That is nuts. I can't believe it. I can't believe that. That is absolutely insane, man. And DeAndre Swift gets swallowed up in the backfield for a loss of about 3. At second and about 13 coming up. We've got our new superhero in the NFL, and he goes by the name of Caleb Williams. I will be a Denver fan next week, but I'm skeptical of that game because Jarrett Stidham, I think, is still a Patriot at heart. Second and 13, Caleb Williams. I mean, throws over the middle. It's caught by DJ Moore. Sorry. Nice catch by DJ Moore. Third down and about 4, I think, or 5. Even if they win, the DB will see that in his nightmares. Man. Beautiful. I mean, does anybody care about him painting his nails or anything anymore? Can we put all that to bed? Like, seriously. 4th and 4. Caleb takes the snap. He rolls out to his right. He's going to try to run for the first down, and he gets it and takes a hit. But he gets the first down. Wow. People are like, I question his leadership. I question all this stuff. Look at that. Look at that. He just knew he was going to take a hit and did not care. This dude is a baller. Man. The Bears are marching. Here we go. 10-15 on the clock. 1st and 10 from about the Bears 38-yard line. Caleb swings this out to Monangai. He's running hard. He's got about 5 yards. Gonna have second and about 5 coming up. Soldiers here. Just got home and saw the replay of that final play of regulation. Wow. Man, that was insane. That was insane. I can't believe it. Jesus. He might have been responsible for that because of the Pope. Who knows? 2nd and 4 coming up. And DeAndre Swift loses about 4 yards. Oh, man. 3rd down coming up. Here we go, 3rd and 6. From the Chicago 42. Caleb working out of the shotgun. And they're bringing the blitz. He gets rid of the football. It's caught by Cole Kmet. Oh, man. He is inches away from the first down marker. What does Ben Johnson do here? He said, we're going. I just read his lips. He said, we're going. Oh, my God. Wow. Wow. What are they going to do here? Caleb gets the first down, and they are at midfield on the sneak. Wow. Man. Cole effing Kmet again. Cole Kmet. Cole effing Kmet. Big time play by the Bears. Unbelievable. Baal, yes, we got to move Baal. Monangai gets about a gain of 3. Thank you, Ashley. Sorry about that. My Lord. This is insane. Second and 8. And Caleb will take the snap. He's back to pass. A lot of time. Throws downfield. That's picked off. Oh, my God. Wow, the Rams pick him off. Good God. Third interception of the night for Caleb. Does Collinsworth have a new bromance? It seems like he's building it. DJ Moore didn't even look like DJ Moore was looking at the football. I don't even think he knew the ball was thrown. And Curl just reacted the second that ball was thrown, and DJ Moore did not react. Oh, man. Man. DJ Moore could have acted like a defensive back on that, though. That wasn't a great pass by Caleb, but still. Puka gets a gain of about 2 on an end around. Another navy blue Santa, says on Cantrell. Oh, man. 2nd and 6. Stafford back to pass. Delivers. That's the Kobe Parkinson. He gets pushed out of bounds. Man. Crazy stuff going on, says PFN number 2. Well, we have the second blue Santa is CJ Stroud. We had that image up earlier, Philip Quinn. He's navy blue Santa, but I don't know. Stafford gets this ball off. What a catch by Devontae Adams. They're ruling it a catch. Let's take a look at the replay. Was Adams, did he have both feet in? He did have both feet in. They're going to review that. It looked like one of his feet might have been up. They're going to take a look at that. I think his feet are in. He's got control. Yeah, his feet were down. I mean, that was crazy. That was a hell of a catch, man. That was a hell of a catch. Good God. Oof. He dragged the back foot, yeah. Wow. Oh, that was a hell of a pass and hell of a catch by the Rams. That would put the Rams at the 47. It would be a 64-yarder from here, but completed pass. Wow. Wow. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Stafford. Stafford calling an audible, pointing out to Puka. Takes the snap, gives it to Kyron. And, Corum, sorry. Corum gets about 3 yards, so this would be about a 64-yarder from here. Oh, no, sorry, 61-yarder from here. 17 is a player, yeah. He is. Knows what he's doing. Faux show. Stafford throws over the middle of the field. That one is knocked down. Let's take a screenshot of that because that's weird. Man, I will say this, no diss to Caleb, even though I was flaming his picks early before the nice pass at the end of regulation. But Ben Johnson is 1,000% a legit head coach. Yeah, I agree. I wish he would be a bit more conservative when it comes to the field goals. I don't love that he's constantly going for it on fourth down because the Bears, would likely not be in this position right now. Let me see what people are saying on Bleacher Report in the Bears forum. I don't know why we take that shot with DJ, keep the play, call short, and keep moving the chains. More picked a bad time for one of his lazy plays. And I'm telling you, DJ Moore on that play was, I think that was big time on him. Bears need to stop here. 3rd and 6. Big time need to stop. Bears showing blitz. Are they going to bring it? They do. They bring the blitz. They get in his face. Puka gets the first down, and they are in field goal range down to about the 26. Oh. Man. I suspect Ben Johnson will learn the hard way when he needs to take his foot off the gas and just take the points. Maybe, yeah. I mean, we saw him do that against against the Niners, remember? When it was like, man, if the Lions would have just taken the points when they had that lead. They had a big lead. And they wouldn't take the points. And ended up losing that game. What's going on, Jay Garza? Rams are in field goal range. 3:59 left in overtime. 2nd and 7. We all should fear Sir Matthew of Stafford, the heart taker. Yes. Man, after that pass, to lose this game, good God. But the Bears are not going anywhere, man. With this guy, you guys are going to... Jesus Christ. I envy every Bears fan right now, knowing that this is what you're going into next season with. I mean, good God. This isn't the Lions with Jared Goff. This is completely different, man. You got young receivers that can play, young tight ends. You've rebuilt the offensive line. You don't really have to pay these guys yet. You guys are going to be a problem for a while. Man. How are they not getting the first downs when they were 3rd and 1 and could not convert at all? Yeah, and then going for those 4th downs. The thicker kicker. .335 left. I wonder what the handshake's going to be like at the end of this game. Or lack thereof. 2nd and 7. Stafford takes the snap. Throws. That was intended for Parkinson. Incomplete. 3rd and 7 coming up. Brisker was there in coverage. No gimme kicks on this field. Yeah. In this weather, I mean, bad snaps. Nothing is over. Third and 7. Stafford downfield. That's incomplete. All right, 4th and 7. So this is going to be 40, 42, 44. CJ Gardner-Johnson got his hand in there. Harrison Mevis. .42-yarder. thicker kicker. Wow. The kick is up. And it's good. Oh, and the Rams win. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. The Rams are going to the NFC Championship game. Hi. Wow. Where's the handshake? Oh, heartbreaking for Bears fans, man. Man, heartbreaking for Bears fans. That was a hell of a game. My God. I don't see the coaches, so I'm sure we'll get it on Twitter or whatever to see what happened between them. Have they even crossed paths yet? Sean McVay. Oh, boy. Mike Causey comes in with a tenor, says, Sir Matthew of Stafford, formerly of the Roaring Realm, now Knight of the Realm, of the Golden Horn prevails. Yeah, that was crazy. Thank you very much, Mike Causey. You're a number 4 contender. Let's get his accolades on screen. Good God. So sorry, Sean. Congratulations, Rowdy. Man. But good God, the Bears are going to be here for a while. There's Mike Causey on screen. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Hell of a season, Bears. Hell of a season. Yes. Big wink. Man. That was insane. I can't believe that. Game's over. I got to update the score. Hi. Oh, boy. Let's get final up there. Good God. Good God. Well, you couldn't have asked for a better game. I mean, that was crazy. Ashley says, good game, Rams. So sorry, Sean. Good night, all. Drive home safely. Tip your friendly neighborhood demon on your way out. We're going to be back here tomorrow. Tough loss. Still got further than I imagined. Yeah, and that was a hell of a game. And what Caleb Williams did at the end of that game. Man, Brian's Horror Movies for Life. Hold on. What's going on? I love this name. What is this? Good to see you. Are you a Bears fan or Rams fan? What are you? Love the name, man. Keep coming back here. That's awesome. Okay, I'm going to vomit, says Rowdy. Yeah. Man, why do the Rams have to be good? This was crazy. Not going for the field goal. Yeah, the field goal's more so, but Caleb actually kept him in the game with that sick, epic pass. So, man, like the stream, people, for Matt's feet. Good night, all. Good night, Philip Quinn. We'll be here tomorrow night for the Natty. Will we get a game as good as this? I don't know. Thank you to Ashley, who is the queen of the stream. Thank you very much, and congratulations to her for winning the television title tonight. Thank you to everybody who donated. So sorry, Sean and all the Bears fans. Congratulations to Rowdy and all the Rams fans. Caleb's the real deal. Bears are the real deal. They're not going anywhere. They're going to be around for a long time. So, I mean, just you have that to hang your hat on. This isn't a fluke by any stretch of the imagination. For Caleb Williams for that pass, I'm going to say it for the Rams, for Sean McVay. My name's Rich Jodice of the Pro Football Demon, and I will see you guys